Hello. I feel off center right now. Oh gosh, I had Discord still open too. Hello. Welcome. I am going a little crazy. I still hear static in my headphone. Hi, Blue. My stream last week kind of got canceled because everything was still terrible. It still could be terrible. I just said fuck it today. I literally defragged my hard drive last week trying to see if that would fix the issue because I kept getting that pop up at the bottom saying that you have too many things open. And so when I was like looking at everything, it was like, oh, your disk is at 100%, which it shouldn't be at 100% and never should be at 100%. So we think that's the problem, which means I probably need to get a new hard drive, but that's something I can't do today. So the world's trying to keep us away from our streams. You want to know how bad it is? I'm going to show you how bad this is. I just got this in the mail today. I was supposed to start this. I haven't finished Piofiore. And I got this. I have games that I can't play now because I'm so behind. They're so beautiful. Oh no. This just arrived. I like went and checked my mail and it was in my mailbox and I was so excited to see her. Which is the whole reason we're playing Piofiore, because it's the same artist. Backlog is growing. It's so sad. Hi, Ray. Thank you for resubscribing. You better get to Yang's route today. I'm actually going to look at my agenda and my next full day off. Like, I don't have a full day off today. Because I have not Sabo. I have Samurai Comics tonight. So I'm gonna stream until I leave. You got it early. Yeah, so because I don't work at GameStop anymore, I ordered mine from their store because there's no benefit in ordering it from GameStop because GameStop used to get that stuff late. So I got it early. I was like, dang, it's here. I could play it. But the next day I have off, I'm going to do a all-day stream. I might do like 2 where I break it up into one 8-hour block and then take like an hour break to eat something and do another hour block because I need to get through Piofiore. And it's not like Piofiore is bad. This is nothing against Piofiore at all. I'm just literally not playing enough right now. Like, someone's like, have you played this game? I'm like, no. Don't talk to me. I'm also doing a review on, hang on. My mouse, not my mouse, my controller. I'm doing a review on this game. Like, I'm playing it actively on my way to work and stuff. So originally I was just going to play a little bit of it because it's not my review's not going to be out. The game's already came out. I couldn't play it when I first got it, so I'm gonna have a review for that coming out. But I figured I'd just finish the game. Originally, I wasn't gonna play it all the way through and do a review, but since I'm behind already, I'm just gonna play the whole thing and do a full review. So that's happening. But yeah, all that. I also got new glasses because I lost my glasses at the river when I got that sunburn. We never could find my glasses again. I started wearing my Linda Belcher glasses. Guys, I've missed you. It's been a minute. So many things. Oh, goodness. And then we went to the local convention, I think last week and the week before. Not the glasses. I know. I thought they were in a bag. We went through everything. We're pretty sure they probably just fell out in the river at this point because I took them with me and my contacts. I took my contacts because I didn't want to have to worry about my glasses on my glasses getting wet with water. And I brought them just in case my contacts annoyed me because I never wear contacts without bringing my glasses for that reason. And I'm assuming I lost them both. My contact lens case, I couldn't find it when I got home. So my contacts dried up. They were brand new. I had just put them in. So I basically ruined an entire brand new set of contacts. If you know, those are only good for 30 days. So, and they're not cheap. So, so I lost them. Anyways, I went to not Samurai Comics. I'm going to Samurai Comics tonight. I went to Saboten-con. I think it was last weekend or the weekend before. I'm losing my days. And so, what's your luck? It's terrible. I told my sister, like, we went to Disney World. I ended up getting kidney stones. We came back the very next weekend. I'm still a little sick, not feeling good. And we go to the lake, and then we end up stranded on the lake, and I get the worst sunburn I've ever had in my entire life. And then I was just tired. I did an 8 days I worked in a row because I picked up a couple extra shifts because money. I did that to myself. I know that. And then I was like just tired, and then I couldn't get my stream to work, and I was like, okay. Like, this is it. I thought the stuff I did on my hard drive would take like an hour. It took like 4 hours that day, and that's when I was like, okay, I guess I'm not streaming today because this is taking forever. So we went to Samurai for our normal thing last week on Tuesday. I came back and it went from like 0 to 100 again. Like, I had the thing open. I was like, all right, what does my disc say? And it said 100 again. I'm like, all right, bet. But we'll see. I did other stuff, so maybe there's a small chance stuff will be better. But I bought this when I went to SabotenCon. This is from Sammy Scribbles. She asked me to open it, make a video, and bring it back, and I did not. So I just brought them with me. She's a local artist. I've bought stuff from her before. I think I probably showed some of the stuff I got from her. I bought a lot of more stuff. I couldn't find it before I started my stream, and I was like, not today. Oh my gosh, is my thing on auto brightness? Hang on, I'm going to turn my camera off for just a second. Get ready. This sounds about right for me. I just noticed the light turned a little bit yellow, and it does that when it's on auto. And when it's on auto, I start to look like I'm in a frying pan. But I bought these little blind bags she had. I dropped it on the keyboard. They have like 1 of 6 designs. They are called Liquid Sirens. So they're basically adorable girls based off of drinks. Please. Please. I know Kirby's cute. I also thought I lost my camera at one point. I guess it fell off my desk. Please? There we go. So there's soda, pink lemonade, milkshake, coffee, and there's a secret. And there's a 1 in 13 chance of getting the secret. So I thought I'd open these while I stream today. If I get doubles, that's fine because me and my sister both can have one. But I bought 2 because odds of getting doubles is the least with the least amount of bags you buy. So we're gonna see what we get. But yeah, it's been a couple weeks of just stuff. But I'll be having a schedule at some point. All right, so we got soda for our first one. These are big. I was not expecting that, really. So that's soda. Please, she's beautiful. Focus on the girl. So she's got a fishtail with like ice cubes in it. It's really cute. I saw these and I was like, all right, I'll get a couple of those. But oh my goodness. I have another one of her pins that my sister got me, and it is a bunny because that's her little logo guy. It's basically this bunny right here. With a little dial in the center, like it's loading, like thinking. So Ray, yeah, Ray Blue Ribbon, hi guys. How are you? How are you guys? Who did I get? I got the secret! Wait, what were the chances? 1 in 13? Okay, okay. Secret basically looks like soda, but it's lychee, right? Not lychee. Oh god, ube? It's ube bubble tea. She's ube. She's got little. Does that one have cat ears? No, it doesn't. So it also has cat ears, so that makes her a little different there too. Oh my god. Taro? Oh, wait, does it say taro? No, it just says boba. It could be taro or ube. My sister's obsessed with ube, so when I see purple, I think ube. Oh my gosh, how funny. I got the secret. Let's go. So that's the 2. So basically it's the same pose, but like a little different here and there. That's so cute. Wow. Awesome. Hey, look at that. What a win. What a great win. Purple hype. I wasn't expecting that. Dude, that's so cool. I thought they were all so cute, so that's awesome. I think I wanted pink lemonade when I first looked at them because I like pink in general, but like, oh my god, purple's better. Purple's better. Nice. But yeah, so that's what I grabbed. I also got a new top. I went to Saboten and went like, we're going to California in October. We just got back from Walt Disney World. I'm not going to spend any money while we're here. And then I bought an outfit. And I usually never buy clothes. I was like, it was just so cute. I needed it. You ever just need something? I did. I'll wear it before in a little bit. It's a long sleeve top, and it has chains on it, and it's the most cutest, adorable cut I've ever seen. I need things too often. I don't usually buy too much. Like, we went to Walt Disney World, and honestly, I didn't buy that much for myself. I'll buy stuff for people, like, all the time. But when it's, like, for me, I usually go, it's fine. It's okay. It's why I make an exception for blind bags and stuff. I buy a lot of blind bags. And there's this one artist that goes to every single convention I go to, and I always buy something from her booth. I know I've shown stuff I've bought from other conventions. If I find the bag on my next stream, I'll show the rest of the stuff, but she always does like a blind something, and I always buy her blind somethings, and I've won 2 duck plushies, so that's like her theme. And I don't know if that's considered the harder to get prize or the more common prize, but I consider it a win since she likes to draw ducks. So if I get something duck themed from her, I'm like, I won. Alright, so let's see. We were in the middle of trying to get the good ending for Dante, right? I had to end my stream because we were literally going somewhere, if I recall. Let's see. Gosh, Yang. I can't wait for that guy. Oh my gosh. But yeah, we're missing these 2 images here, which I believe are the other 2 endings, and then these are the after story endings. Can we do it? Can we do this? We were very close to the end of this one, if I recall. Where is this the right one? It's gotta be, right? She said with tears in her eyes. It's gotta be this one. August 19th. Good gracious. It's been almost like a full month. Am I supposed to remember anything? Ugh. I'm trying to remember if I got anything else that, like, was good at the convention, but the top is so cute. I can't wait to wear it. I'm wearing it on our trip to California. I specifically got it for that. The Emilio's words remind me of Orlok, who sacrificed himself to protect me, because Orlok is the bestest boy. I didn't fully understand who he was even after he appeared in front of me so many times. I should probably put a timestamp here so people who don't want to hear me ramble don't have to. What were Orlok's duties? What did he have to bear as a disciple?
教会が特殊な訓練を積ませた戦士といえば君たちにもわかりやすいかな。
I still miss Emilio. He was great. He was a great guy. Also, a random note. When I first started my stream today, I was like, oh, you can see too much of the beanbag chair that's beside me. I don't know if you can see it right now. Yeah, you can kind of see it. It's right here. This is a beanbag chair. And so I was like, let me move it. We just got this not too long ago for my sister to sit on something. And then I realized the reason you could see it was because my camera was pointed this way and not this way. So I was moving a beanbag chair that I didn't have to move. It sounds right. It feels right. Also, I just realized, Ray, you don't have a... I don't know if that's because you have a new thing. Oh no, because you're founder. I was like, you don't have the new... So since we're almost 1 year of where you can have subscribe, there is a special 1-year badge. I don't know if I'm going to make new ones. Do I have it? Let's see. Yo. That's it, right? That's the 1-year badge. Oh, it says 18 months. Wait, what? Yeah, next month. So the next month, that little cake is going to be the badge you guys get for 1 year if you've been here for a year. That's as far as I made. I think I made up to 1 year. I might have to commission some more. We did desserts, so we'll do some more desserts. The easiest way to explain it is that he was trained to be by the church to be their sword. Dang, that's crazy. Thank you, Ray, for subscribing for so long to my idiocracy. I appreciate it.
オルロックはこの地で鍵の乙女を見守り、君たちもしくは生物に問題が生じれば教国に報告する役目を負っていた。
I also know I mentioned this, but I am currently editing a video for my Walt Disney World trip, so we're gonna see how that turns out. My sister actually really liked filming it, so she filmed most of the stuff. She mostly filmed the rides. We're still not good at this, just to be very clear, so we don't have a lot of like, here's us walking, here's us doing stuff. We're not like that yet, but we're planning on trying to film a little bit of our next vacation to see if we can make another video for it. So my goal is to have at least that vacation video up before we take our next vacation, because I don't want to be working on 2 videos at once. It's also my first time really editing and putting stuff together. I'm doing a kind of like a blog style conversation where I'm basically just talking about what we did each day. We're gonna have like a little part where it kind of tells you like, here's the ride we went on, here's our thoughts on the rides. I got my sister to rate every ride. She didn't really talk about it. She has a couple notes here and there, but she didn't really like give me like a long conversation with it. But I'm gonna put it all together and hopefully make a really cute video. I can give you a sneak peek actually of one thing I did. I made this. This is for the reviewing part, but I might have a new camera set up before I start filming that stuff because we did just get a new camera for vlogging, but we're gonna see if I can use it for streaming when we're not vlogging because we're only gonna go on vacations when we go on vacation, so it's not like gonna be all the time, but it's being used. So I'm quite curious if the video quality is gonna change when I try using it. We're gonna see. It might not work. It said you could, which is why I was like, all right, let's buy it. But yeah, so that's gonna be a fun video, I hope. I'm slowly working on the script. I think I have 4 solid pages right now, and that's not even me like going past the first day. So I gotta finish that script first before I start filming it. I need it to make sense. His mission was to protect the Key Maiden, which is me, by the way. I'm the Key Maiden. Did you hear me cough? That's so funny. It's because I ate right before I started streaming. Also, I'm really nervous because I have this cup here. So I'm trying not to drink caffeinated beverages. And by I mean carbonated beverages. So I just have tea, and this is just in a cup. So I'm afraid I'm going to knock it over. My fear is palatable. Totally off topic, but my favorite game of all time is being remade and re-released next year, Fatal Frame 2. Dude, okay. I actually have Fatal Frame 1 favorited on here because I want to buy it. I played it like very little. I never beat that game. But I wanted to play it. I also wanted to get the new Silent Hill for Halloween so I could play it in October because I like spooky games. I do love spooky games. I haven't had a chance to really sit down and play one and stream one. I think it was me and... Was it Blue? Was it me and you that basically was here the entire time I played the last one? Never heard of it. It's a really interesting game. If you're familiar with like the story of the Ring, it's basically about pictures. Like there's really creepy stuff happening in the photos. Again, it's been a hot minute, but you're exploring these areas. Stuff happens when you take photos. It's a really interesting story. Is that the one with the photos? Yeah. Yeah. I'll sit in a dark room and watch you. I'll turn my lights off. I did it for the last spooky game series. I'll do it again. But yeah, I had got a gift from my sister when I first started streaming, when I very first started streaming, and I never got to work, which is where it has like your heart rate on the screen, because I'm not a very reactive person. It's partially why I'm not like the best at streaming. Like I don't go like too much or anything like that, but my heart rate will increase. I'll be like, oh God. Like I made one video from the game we played last year, the Bridge 2, the Bridge Curse 2. And I made a clip of it, and then I realized I don't look very reactive, but in my head, I was like, oh my God, I was so scared. You can feel your character's heart beating via the controller. Nice. I hate that. I hate that because it's gonna make me so scared. Oh my gosh. There's actually a game I have pre-ordered. Oh God, what's it called? Corpse Party. Corpse Party 2. Oh, when is that releasing? It got pushed back. It was supposed to come out last year. It got pushed back. I pre-ordered the special one that came with the candle because I was like, I can put the candle on the table. It'd be so cute. So gotta get that one. They react to the presence of ghost. Ooh, I'm so easily distracted, as you can tell. Immersive? Yeah, that's a word. Is it spelt correctly? I don't know, but I said it how I know it means. Oh my gosh, Fatal Frame. Well, that means, actually, I should look into when that's coming out. Because I can add that to my list. I'll put that on my notes. I have a thing here that I got for Christmas last year from a friend. It has little dividers. So each divider I use for something else. The first one's for video games. The second one is for trips. The third one is, I don't know yet. And the fourth one is the Atome game we're going to try and develop ourselves. So, which I need to start adding more notes to that, and we'll see what happens. All right, Fatal Frame. I have Fatal Frame currently liked because they don't have a physical release on Switch. I keep waiting for it to go on a discount that I like. I had another Atomic concept. Oh, tell me your concept. I'll read Emilio and you tell me what your concept is. Because I like our concept. I have in here, let me see. See, it's the one where they're holding hands. This is my outline for what I need to write. So this very last one, it's the Wicked notebook, has them holding hands. That's where I'm writing my Atomic stuff in it. And I've had one sit-down conversation. So I have a list of like the different kind of characters. I don't think we gave them names yet, but it's just like really basic stuff on here. So it's basically like the princess is a tsundere, has black hair, has gold accents, love interest, because we went with color themes. So it's like they have 5 different pairs of shoes. Oh, you have 5 different pairs of shoes, and the shoes you choose determine the love interest that you meet. That's interesting. No, I like that as a concept, because in that route, like let's say you pick shoes that are sneakers, that means that you're gonna go like for a run, or you're going pick boots and you're going like hiking and stuff, and that's how you're gonna end up running into the love interest. That's really cute. I like that. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. It's like, what do I feel like? Also, if you have it where like you have to interact with them a couple times, because that can give you a chance to maybe meet everybody the first time round, and then it's like, oh, I feel like going to the park today. Oh, I feel like going this, and you can have like maybe even little hints where they're gonna be depending on what you wear the next day. That's cute. I like that. Oh my gosh, what would you call that? Step into your fate? Step up? His mission was to protect the Key Maiden and to report any problems relating to the 2 of the relics back to the church. See, there's
そして先ほ
so
ども
much
言っ
they
た
can
よ
do
う
in
に
Atome. And as I said earlier,
本来であればダンテに対して彼の父が伝え損ねた情報のすべてを与えることも使徒の務めだった。
I told my sister and she jokingly said a bad route would be go barefoot and get a guy who has a foot fetish. That could be going to the beach. Maybe it's sandals. Because then I don't know why. That's where a foot fetish person would go, right? The beach, because you don't really wear shoes in the water. Or you go to get a pedicure. Honestly, I think we're going to be focusing on feet. It would bring a crowd, a certain crowd. The real question is, do you only ever see their feet in CGs? What if it's just feet? Feet only feet. Instead of only fans. Oh god, I just picture every single CG just being ankles. He was supposed to relay the details of the relic to Dante when his father passed to prevent the situation from being abused, but he didn't for some reason.
そう。不運に不運が重なってしまった。
It's like you can picture her getting a pedicure, or I don't know, depending on what options you have there. Getting a pedicure, just walking. Now I want both. Oh my gosh, it's like a special unlock where you get the feet only. So like you have to play through the route one time, at least all the way through, and then you can choose only feet. There's a game called Only Cans. What kind of cans? I'm quite interested. I keep saying I need to play the Colonel Sanders dating game, so like someday. Bad luck overlaps with worse luck.
オルロックを管轄していた人間こそ今回教国内で反ファルツォーネを強く標榜した人物だったんだ。
The person who oversaw Orlok was the very person behind the oppression against the Falzone. So that means Berlone was simply dragged into whatever politics were going on in the church. I have the dating game for fast food chains. I keep forgetting I need to play it too. It's so much. For me, I just feel so bad because I haven't played as much as I want to, and there's so many things. Like I haven't touched Zelda in a while, and I wanted to finish that game before my birthday. Guess what? My birthday was in May. Like, oh my god. Super size my heart? That's so cute. Also, I keep getting ads from, not ads, emails from Steam going like, hey, this game you liked is on sale. And I'm like, yeah, but I haven't even played the 6 games I have right now. I'm currently behind on so much. Ralon was simply dragged into what politics were in the church. Oh my gosh. Also, my heart like pitter patters every single time Asia posts in Otome because I'm like, what is it now? And some of them aren't like new to the US, which is fine. I'm fine with that. I can live with that. But like, oh my gosh. I keep waiting for it to be like a game that I'm like, I want them to bring this to the US, and I'm like, is it the one? Only cans. Thirst date. In this game, players take on the role of an erotic photographer, misting soft drink cans in various sexy outfits and taking photos using the prompts provided. These cans each have their own personalities, as indicated both by their biographies and their personalities in this clicking-based rhythm game. Oh no. So basically it's date everything but specifically date cans. Oh man, I can't wait to play this game. I have to make thumbnails still. I want to date, you can date a dust bunny. Look at her. They do make noises? Here's the thing, we did a rhythm game, or maybe, no wait, I don't think I posted that. I had iChew given to me, but it could only be posted on YouTube, so I was gonna make a video of me playing it, and I suck so bad, I was like, oh, I don't want to post this. Words aren't enough to express apology. Well, okay. Dante was obviously not happy hearing that I could sense he was regaining himself again.
ずいぶん調子が戻ったね。それだけ話せればもう大丈夫だろう。
Well, that reminds me, I might have to Google. Oh, that was weird. It was like, you have a viewing issue. I'm like, why would that be? That's not what I was doing. It's nice that you returned to normal. I think you're all better now.
表の掃除もそろそろ終わりそうだ。僕は今のうちにおいとましようかな。
I don't think we have any choices left in this one. I think we're just getting through it. And then I think there's one more ending before we start getting the side endings. The situation out there should resolve it soon. I suppose I should take my leave now. Okay, Emilio, my little angel. Wait, Emilio! Oh, also, Little Nightmares 3. I think they officially have a date now, don't they? I have to get that as well. I love how I played 1 and 2 the year it was supposed to release, so I could play 3 on stream, because I've already played 1 and 2. I just hadn't beat 2. And then they pushed it back, because they hate me. I'm pretty sure it was about me. Does it have a date? October 10th. Fun fact, I will be on a vacation very close to that time, so I probably won't play it right away. Wait, is it actually 2-player? See, I thought Little Nightmares 2 was going to be 2 players, and it was a trick where you aren't 2 players. Wink, wink. And then there's Borderlands. Borderlands 4 just came out. I'm so behind. I hardly tried to hold him back as he turned around to walk away again. My friend's already played like 20 hours, she said. She's like, I've done 20 hours of that game. You guys need to get it. And I was like, no. What will happen to Prologo?
ブルローネは何も変わらない。
Nothing will change.
いや、ラオシュウがなくなったわけだから多少は変わるのかな。
Now that the Lao Shu is gone, I suppose there will be a change.
どちらにせよ、人の営みに大差はない。君が心配するようなことはないよ。
So many options, never enough time. Dude, I'm drowning in it at this point. Like, I can't remember the name of the other game. Everyone was Expedition 33. I think that's what it's called. Does that sound familiar to anybody? I think that's what it was called. They're like, oh, have you played this yet? And I'm like, no. I haven't played it yet. In any case, the lives of the people will go on. You have nothing to worry about. Can you tell me one last thing? Like, Game of the Year is Expedition 33 Best Soundtrack too. That's hilarious because specifically I was playing Zelda music at work, and that's actually when they mentioned that game. And they're like, it has the greatest soundtrack. And I was like, oh, good to know. So yeah, I was told about it at work by coworkers, and they were, because I was playing video game music. I may have just dropped my controller trying to Google something. Oh good, it fell on my, not on the ground. I was gonna Google it. Expedition 33. Yeah, they were telling me about this at work, and they were like, oh, you need to play it. Oh, it looks like Final Fantasy. Oh, that's not good for me. What's the plot? Every year for the past 67 years, the people of this isolated island of Lumiere have suffered an event called the Gommage, where an entity known as the Paintress paints an ever-decreasing number, and all humans with an age equal to or above that number disappear. What? Okay. And it's currently on sale for $50, so when it goes on sale, maybe.
いいよ。ただし質問はこれが最後だ。
Emilio! You're supposed to be my best friend. What do you mean? Go ahead, this will be your last question. His bright and starry eyes were fixed on me. He looks like the little prince to me. Who are you? He's an angel. He said he was with the church, but it seems he knows far more than anyone there. His youthful appearance was so deceiving, as he seemed to instead be a wise sage, as an angel would be. 僕は I am. Emilio gave a gentle smile.
僕はファルツォーネの先祖がこの地に墓を築いた時、手を貸した者の末裔だ。
I don't think that answers my question. I am a descendant of the one who helped the very first Falzone build the grave here.
ファルツォーネはこの地で生異物を守護し、僕たちは峡谷内部から生異物を見守る役目を負っている。
The Falzone family lived on this land to guard the relic, and we watched from within the church to oversee its care.
その話、父から聞いたことがある。
I heard that from my father before.
代々峡谷にはファルツォーネと協力関係にある一族が存在すると。
Okay, but he's an angel, right? There's a family that exists within the church that supports the Falzone family.
僕たちはあくまで見守ることが役割だ。
Our duty is simply to oversee.
本当はこんな風に自ら介入することを良しとされていない立場にある。
My intervention here is actually somewhat out of the
けど
ordinary.
今回は峡谷にも責任があるからね。見ていられなくて首を突っ込んでしまった。
But the church was at fault this time, so I had to intervene. He laughed, then closed his eyes jokingly as if signaling something to
で
us.
きれば僕の存在は秘匿しておいてくれるとありがたい。じゃあ話はここで終わり。
Okay, but what's in it for me? I appreciate if you'd keep my existence a secret. Now then, I think I'm done here.
じゃあね、二人とも。
If you'll excuse me,
僕はいつも君たちの星を見守っているよ。
I will always be watching over your stars. Wait, what stars? I didn't have a chance to say farewell. He turned his back and walked away. What a mysterious person. Both of us were in awe at the oddly divine aura he exhibited, because he's an angel. Perv. Oh. Do you look over your stars? We were still dazed at what happened and stood quietly in the ruins. Dante. Nicola came running towards us, snapping us back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh.
ネズミの駆除は終わったぜ。ゆっくり休めたか、ダンテ。
Oh, I should show this photo. I went to I did 2 things in the last 2 weeks. That's actually what's happened with my life. We went to Sabotin. I don't usually go to the concerts anymore, but they encouraged me to go because I like pretty boys. I think you all know this about me. I don't know if you know this about me. I like pretty boys. So I did film the singer. It was 2. I'm terrible. Oh, that's actually what I was gonna show is the CDs I got because I bought their CD. And when you buy their CD, you get to take a photo with them. So this is 2 different artists. And this one guy is so tall. Please focus on the boys. Please do it, do it, do it. He is so tall. He is crouching to be in this photo with me. And he patted my head and called me cute before this happened. And I just kind of wanted to die a little bit. But he was like, I was wearing really tall shoes too. Like these were like the tallest shoes we have. It's those Crocs that are really tall. But look at those knees. He is literally crouching to get in this photo with me. Like this is crazy how tall he is. Oh my God, please focus on this adorable group of people I'm with. Yeah. Yeah. I like tall boys. So do I. But yeah, he was so pretty and he has a real lip ring. So that was just great for me. That was just a wonderful time. Like he's so pretty. Would you focus? There they are. But yeah. And he has a great singing voice. I will probably eventually share that somewhere besides my phone. And the other thing I went to was there is a comedian that I really like. His name is Keegan. He did this meme that everyone kind of keeps using with it's like get in the corner for doing dark magic. And it's like, oh, I only did a little bit. And it's him talking to a literal gnome statue. So he came to town this week and did like a stand-up. Wow, I can't. It doesn't like photos. But I got a photo with him before I left. So that was fun for me. I had a good time. I did things. I went outside. But yeah, he was so tall. I was not mentally prepared for that. We're done getting rid of the rats. I hope you had a chance to rest, Dante. Well, first off,
しかし、上等なコートも台無しだな。どうしてそんな血まみれにしたんだ
I just love Gilbert's voice. I like how confident he sounds. I know there's a lot of people who really, 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 really like him. In fact, at Sabo, one of my friends at Sabo, she also plays Otome games, and this is one of the Otome games she played. That's her favorite character right here. And I was like, no, no, he's not. I have to say, what a waste of a good coat. She actually didn't mind, by the way, being kept by him in that creepy way. So I guess that's fine. If she didn't see a problem there, she didn't see the red flags, then I guess it's fine. I have to say, what a waste of a good coat. Did you have to get so much blood on it?
お前がもっと早く駆けつけていれば、俺のコートは助かったはずだ。
I could have saved my coat if you guys had come here a lot earlier. Dude, it's fresh blood. You can get that out. It washes out. Dante responded a bit angrily at Gil's playful words. I mean, have you even heard of hydrogen peroxide, guys? Not enough blood. Honestly, that's true. That's not a lot, all things considered. The amount of bloodshed, not a lot. Hearing Dante retort to Gil made Nicola sigh with relief.
ダンテ、よかった。君
Dante,
が生きていて。
I'm glad you're all right.
よくない。ニコラ、お前にはきっちり説明してもらうからな。
I'm not all right. I need answers from you, Nicola.
積もる話もあるだろうが、まずは医者だろう。お前の傷、ひどいもんだぜ、ダンテ。
But first, I think you need to see a doctor. It's not like you're cured, Dante.
しかし。
But...
いや、続きはまた日を改めてからだ。
But
俺だっ
wait.
て話しておきたいこともある。
Let's save the rest for another day. I have something to talk to you about. Gil lent his shoulder to Dante and Nicola quietly helped prop up his other shoulder. Oh, I thought we were going to get a CG of all 3 of the guys. It looks so cute. By the time we stepped out of the ruins, the sky was painted crimson. That's not crimson. Standing on the now silent hill, I could tell that the long battle had finally came to an end. And end credits? No.
カポ、なんで起きてるんです？まだおとなしく寝てなくちゃダメですよ。
I really can't wait to play Elysium, but Otome. I'm really excited about this game. Speaking of these beautiful men. Am I an easy girl? Do I just like the white-haired unicorn in the middle? I actually haven't even looked at the back of the box. I just basically opened this, came home. Actually, this is the true story. You want to know how ADHD my brain got today? I was like, oh, let me go get my Switch because it was in my bag because I keep playing this when I go to work. And I still haven't set up my Switch 2. So I went to get that. Is he the butler? Is he? He's fixing her hair in one scene on the back of this, at least on one of the CGs. So maybe. He's gorgeous. A butler's nice. But I went to go get my Switch. I brought my Switch back in here, sat it on my desk, but like over in the corner. I went, oh wait, I got a notification that my package arrived. Let me go make sure it did arrive because it said it last night at like 7 p.m., which is not when my mail arrives. And so I went and checked the mail, got this out of the mail, couldn't find my Switch because I forgot I put it in here. But he's so pretty. I like it. I like how he looks. He looks like, okay, Sailor Moon. My favorite person in the world is Pegasus. When I was a kid, I had the biggest crush on Pegasus. Like he was the one, and that's what he looks like to me. That's probably why. An adult version of Pegasus. Don't worry, when I was a child, Pegasus was a child too. So we grew up. I also like the blonde, the very blonde boy with the earring. He's over there in the corner. Look at him. I think he's pretty. But this art's so good. Because I saw him and I was like, dang, that looks so much like the box art because it's, you know, the same artist. Gotta go back to work. You guys have fun. Good luck. Thank you, Ray. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a great day at work. I'm gonna try and sneak in another stream. Maybe tonight when I get home from Samurai. But I'm gonna try and have a much better stream day soon. Let me see my schedule. Not next Monday, Monday. So the 22nd, I currently have nothing on my calendar, so I'll probably do my double stream that day. Take care, get better soon. Wait, get better soon. Wait, did I miss it? Ray, what happened to you? Did I miss something? Bronchitis. Oh my god, I totally missed the bronchitis. I'm so sorry. Please feel better. Don't be at work. What are you doing? You need to stay put, bro. You can't tell this guy to sit down.
横になっていると体が鈍る。
Laying down is only making me tired. Same. That's a mood.
いや、全然良くないですって。
No.
あなたからも言ってください。
You get yourself down. She told you to stay put too. I started questioning myself. It was when everyone was actually chatting, and I'm not used to the chat moving that fast. I missed it. I just missed it. You had the right person. I'm the fool. Leo's right, Dante. Sit your ass down. You were just bleeding yesterday. We don't want your wounds to open. I'll get you a cafe latte. So please stay put on the sofa. There was someone making a joke video about visiting, I think it was somewhere in Europe, and they asked for like a latte and all they got was milk, and they're like, what? Dante wasn't happy, but he listened and quietly sat himself on the sofa. Carlo was rubbing himself against Dante as if trying to console him. What happened felt like so long ago. I pondered while getting his coffee prepared. He came back to the Falzone manor, then had the doctor tend to Dante's wounds. The doctor was surprised that he was still alive after sustaining that kind of injury. Everything that happened, including what Emilio said, felt like a dream. Regardless, Dante was alive. That alone was proof that what happened back inside the ruins was real. And why did the Visconti come to the ruins that day? It seemed that Dante made a deal with Gil back when I was obstructed. The doctor was done with his examination. Dante explained to me why they suddenly appeared at the
あの取
ruins.
引で、俺はお前の身柄の代わりにファミリーの利権を差し出すと言った。
The deal was in exchange for my family's rights. I remember that. It was burned into my memory because of how shocking it was.
しかしギルバートは俺の申し出を拒否して、その上で条件をつけてきた。
But Gilbert refused my offer and instead proposed a counter offer. Was this after I left the room? Stairs to the side, maybe?
もしヴィスコンティにまで火の粉が降りかかるような事態になった時、
Dante closed his eyes and took a breath before answering me. If there were ever a situation where the Visconti was dragged into
ラオシュ
conflict,
を倒すために2組織は手を組む、その協定を結びたいと。
we would work together to defeat the Lao Shu. It was a cooperative agreement.
ラオシュ台頭以前、このブルローネの町はファルツォーネとヴィスコンティにより二分されていた。
Before the Lao Shu came to power, Berlone was controlled by the Falzone and the Visconti.
もともとファルツォーネから離反した組織とはいえ、ヴィスコンティと我々はうまく共存できていた。
The Visconti separated from us to form their current family. I don't know why my brain just did not want to read, but we still got along fairly well. Come to think of it, crime did only seem to increase within the past few years. The Lao Shu existed a while back, living along lone. The Lao Shu existed a while back, living along the back alley of Berlone, but they were a very small group. It was only when Yang joined that they changed.
ヴィスコンティが単独でラオシュを潰すより、ファルツォーネの動きに便乗した方がかかる労力は少ないからな。
Also Ultraman. I wanted to watch this movie. I think it's on one of my streaming sites now. Just because I want to see a baby kaiju. Also, I watched all of Wednesday. That happened. We still need to catch up on everything else, though. I'm way behind on Fairy Tail, Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, Spy Family, Our Happy Marriage, Apothecary Diaries, all that I'm behind on. But I watched all of Wednesday. It was a lot easier and simpler for the Visconti to get rid of the Lao Shu by timing their actions with us.
それに、ファルツォーネの利権を跳ねのけた時点で予想はできたことだが。
JJK has season 3. I bet they do. The good news was I was read up to a certain point, so even though I hadn't watched it, like I knew what was happening, I don't know if it's to the point where it got confusing. I haven't watched the second part of Wednesday. I will say it was way better than the first part. The first part was kind of boring to me. I will say Wednesday still stays the same in my head. She has this habit, if you've watched the show, where she makes an assumption and that suddenly is truth to her. Like, she'll have a theory. She's like, I have a theory, and this is the theory. And she goes with it. She just runs with it. And I'm like, girl, stop. Girl, think. So the second half was way better than the first half, in my opinion. I liked it a lot more. I don't know. So I felt like the boot camp scene was unnecessary. Maybe it was like a callback to family values, but at least on theirs, it was humorous in a way, and it felt a little too campy, whereas, like, the new series isn't as campy as the original, so I don't get it. It's clear what his priorities were when he refused my offer from the family rights.
あの男はブルローネを手に入れることに興味がないらしい。
I will say, I don't know about Tyler. I still don't know about Tyler. My opinion for Tyler was maybe he shouldn't have came back. I don't know why. I don't know why he came back, honestly. He has no interest at all in gaining control of Berlone. Really?
自分はブルローネに収まる器ではない。だからこの町の既得権益など必要ないそうだ。
There's a lot going on in the show and I'm having a hard time keeping up. Yeah, this thing where, and it's the same thing with Harry Potter and other shows where they introduce a lot of new characters and you're like, well, that's going to be a bad guy. And you're usually right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just like throw 10 new people here. I will say I really like Ajax and I feel so bad for him. I do feel bad for Ajax. I also don't feel like Ajax was such a main character in the previous season, though, that he's getting a lot of screen time, and it's probably because his best friend is gone from the show. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I felt bad for Ajax, but I felt like mad at Enid for that too, because she wasn't being direct, and I just didn't like that. But I also was a child. And I can understand why she's too shy to just be like, I don't like you like that anymore. Because she doesn't want the conflict, even though she's like, we drifted apart. I'm like, did you? Or did you stop having feelings for him? And you want to use an excuse. Yeah, that's, you know what? I know many a person who's done that where instead of just confronting the problem, they just ignore it. and hope it goes away. Like, that's fine. But at the same time, I'm a more mature person, and I'm a very direct person too, which is why sometimes I get told I'm a little too forward. But I feel like I'd rather that than someone who's like dancing around the truth. I don't know. Just tell the truth. Just say it. I don't like you like that. According to him, he's far too important to be tied to controlling Berlone, so he has no interest in the town. I will say I don't think they needed to have all of the Adams move to the school. I felt like that was unnecessary since last season. They showed up for like the beginning and the end, and that was it. It's fine with Pugsley going to school. I think that was cute. I think Pugsley being there is adorable. My sister's like, he's too stupid. I'm like, he's stupid in the original. And she's like, yeah, but this. I'm like, yeah, but you're thinking about him differently because this one is older, but he's still stupid. It's fine. He makes bad choices. That's his whole thing. That's his character trait. His primary character trait is I make bad choices. According to him, he's far too important. I read that. He's not gonna die an easy death. Ooh, we're actually I'm gonna be Morticia for Halloween this year. I just totally forgot about that. If the dress still fits, we'll see. I need to also stop eating food. I gave myself a pass. Can't wait to see. I shall stream in it one day. But we're gonna do, we always do a Halloween, well, not always a Halloween, we always do a party with our friends around the holidays. Sometimes it's Christmas, sometimes it's Halloween. Since I'm usually one running it, we do one or the other. I don't do both. Food is good. It is so good. And I put on weight because of my work program, because I was basically sitting in a classroom eating candy to stay awake. So I gave myself a pass. I just have to, I don't know, make my clothes fit the right way again. I need to go back to my original weight. I just have to drop it. Ugh. And the problem is I bought the dress before I gained the weight, so that's why I'm like, I need to make sure I can still fit into that in a month. It's fine, I'll worry about it then. I was debating if I was gonna get a wig or if I was just gonna let my hair be dark for a change. Her hair is way longer than mine, but let's be so real. Am I gonna be book accurate? Probably not. Stop it,
あの会合
Dante.
以降、俺たちの情報と行動はある程度ギルバートに共有していた。
But we decided to make our party this year for Halloween be an Adams family party because I'm gonna be Morticia. My friend got a dress the same day I got the Morticia dress, so she's gonna be Wednesday. And my sister is still like not sure she wants to do Pugsley or if she wants to do Uncle Fester, but she wants to do one of those. So we'll see who she decides to be because that's gonna determine what she buys clothing wise. I think she'll look cute in a trench coat. I think it'd be cute. Ever since the meeting, I've been sharing what information I had with Gilbert.
もちろん全てを話したわけじゃない。あくまで差し支えのない範囲で。だが。
I can't be excessive because of autoimmune, but I've been going to sauna, cryotherapy, and have been able to lose weight that way. That's good though, and I understand. Yeah, I was thinking about trying some of the stuff they've been using. But hey, you know, it's a little bit, it's whatever you can do, it works, right? Like I told myself a while ago, I have this rule, I think I've mentioned it on stream before, where like I clean a little bit before I start my stream every time. Or if like I'm in the kitchen, I usually trick myself if I'm making food into doing the dishes because I'm usually waiting for water to boil or something like that. I'll just start loading the dishwasher. And it's little things like that that help, right? So it could be more, but it also could have been a lot less. You know what I mean? So yeah, losing a little is still something. Think you go into a fridge that's like negative 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, actually, you know what? I don't know if I want to do cryotherapy now that you said that. Same concept as an ice bath. Yeah, I don't know if I could survive, but we can try it. We actually just got a gym membership, and the cool thing about our gym is they play movies in the treadmill room. There's a room with treadmills, and they play movies. So they actually like posted, here's what playing this week in the gym, and we're like, all right, we'll start planning that. Now that I could. It's not as bad as it sounds. It's only 2 minutes. It reminds me of, I think I've seen them do that in, is it Turkey? Where they have like the freezing, like it's snowing outside. Picture snowing. And you go outside and you jump in the water and then you run back inside and the inside is warm and it's the sauna. And then you do that every 30 minutes. You only stay outside for a little bit and then you go back inside. I didn't know that could help you lose weight, honestly. I thought it was like kind of like shocking your system kind of thing. Not that I could disclose everything, just what I knew wouldn't harm us. So that's why the Visconti came to the ruins that day. Has other benefits too. Oh, nice. I'm always down to try something new. Me and my sister have already said that we want to start going to the gym more frequently. We were going twice a week. We haven't been going in a while, if I'm being so real. I think since I switched jobs, we kind of stopped going because my schedule was really odd and her schedule was kind of odd. And I'm that kind of person. I'll go in the morning or I'll go at night. I don't really care which time we go. I just need to know that we're going that day. And she has a more set mindset where she's like, I can only go if it's morning or I can only go if it's after this time and stuff. So we have to like get ourselves into that habit again. But we want to go hiking. So that's something on our list is we want to try hiking. And I'm like, we can't just start hiking. We have to like prepare. We have to start doing endurance. I have to start using my inhaler, like, because I have to be more prepared for like being winded. In fact, where is my inhaler? Was it in here? I'll never find it again. Dante took a sip of his cafe latte I made and he then frowned slightly. Did you not make it sweet enough? Lily. You must have noticed that I didn't put the usual amount of sugar in it.
Dante, 砂糖の過剰摂取は健康に悪いよ。
Dante, too much sugar is bad for you. Yeah, but not enough sugar is also bad for your mental health.
君は怪我人なんだから、こんな時くらい節制してもいいんじゃない？
Oh, I think I finished them. I got the Lonnie's that had Halloween flavors. So they had one that was pumpkin and they had one that was witch's brew, which is like candied apple. And I'm gonna be so real. Everyone was bragging about the pumpkin being so good and I hated it. I hated it. It tasted like pumpkin and I'm like, not in a good way. I'm like, no. You're injured, you know? Moderation would be a good thing for you.
Nicola-san, お帰りなさい.
Nicola, welcome back! Nicola walked in nonchalantly and Leo greeted him as if nothing happened. It had been a few days since the battle at the ruins. Nicola came to visit Falzone family to speak with Dante in private. After that, Nicola reached out to me saying he wanted to apologize.
君をビスコンティに差し出すことで、僕は全てを解決したかったんだ。
Nicola, you went in more than one route has ended my life. I already don't like you, so I don't think an apology is enough at this point. I wanted to end the conflict by handing you over to the Visconti. You had never truly betrayed Dante, had you? He was simply putting up a front. It seemed as though he betrayed the Falzone.
それと、君に心から謝罪したい。
Speaking of which, I owe you an apology for my abduction.
君に対して優しくない態度をとってしまったことも。
That and the fact that I wasn't necessarily a gentleman to you.
僕は意図的に君を傷つけ、追い込むような言葉を選んだ。
I chose words that would hurt you and I pressured you I chose words that would hurt you and I pressured you to feel bad about being here.
鍵の乙女はファルツォーネの当主であるダンテをさらに危険にさらしてしまう存在だと思ったから。
It was simply because I felt that your existence was as the key maiden would bring danger to Dante as the boss of the Falzone.
君が悪いわけじゃないのは分かっていたのに、僕はあえてひどいことをした。
I know it wasn't your fault, but regardless, I took that kind of action against
君だっ
you.
て運命に翻弄された側なのにね。
You were also a pawn of fate, but I still... That's alright, Nicola. I'm just happy to see that you came here to apologize. Leah... Oh, Nicola. I know and everyone knows how much you care about Dante and the entire family. Dante explained to the entire Falzone family that they were working with the Visconti to defeat the Lao Shu. Therefore, he had Nicola fake a betrayal in order to infiltrate the Visconti, and that it was all necessary so that they could deceive Yang. Most of the members didn't even know Nicola had betrayed the family, which explains why none of them had doubted Dante speaking out as the Falzone boss. Some who knew about the betrayal were surprised at hearing the speech, like Leo. He came to accept it as fact, saying that if it was top secret, then it can't be helped.
ところで、ジュリアは今キッチンにいる？
By the way, is Julia in the kitchen? Yes.
じゃあ何かお願いしてこようかな。もうお腹がペコペコなんだ。
Maybe I can get something to eat then. I am starving here. Hang on, I was trying to get the gloss off the back of my applicator, but there wasn't as much as I thought there was. You didn't eat at the Visconti place? You've been starving for weeks?
うん。だってビスコンティの料理は僕の好みに合わないんだよね。
The food they prepared didn't suit my taste. Nicola was working as Dante's right-hand man to help the family while Dante recovered. He was also acting as a liaison with the Visconti, keeping him busy almost every day.
じゃあ俺も一緒に行きますよ。
I
さ
still
っき
don't
か
like
ら実
Dante.
は小腹が
Same.
空いちゃって。
I don't like Dante either. Oh, so Nicola. I don't like Nicola. I meant to say Nicola and I said Dante. I do mean that guy. I don't like that guy. I don't care too much for Dante. Dante's fine, I guess. He's boring, but he's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be better. He could be better. I don't like Dante. I'll go with you then. I'm getting pretty hungry too. Oh,
あ、
Leo.
そうだ。レジーナ商店のおばさんがレオに顔を出してほしいって言っていたよ。
Dante's a bit boring, but I like him better than Nicola. Same Z's. Right now, the tier, it's Nicola on the bottom, and I don't know if he's ever going to move, and Dante's currently above him. We've only gotten to 2 routes so far, though, which is also very sad. So in my little notebook for video games, hang on, I have a lot of random papers just stuck in here. For video games, I have a checklist in here, right? So here's our lovely checklist we had for Birch. You can see all of these lines are every single route that I finished and all the special endings. It also has a note in here to add games to my game collection library because I have a list of my game collection library, which means I need to add new ones. I do have an X next to Dante in here, but that's because I did finish one of his routes. And that's it. We just got Nicola. I have 3 more routes. 4 more routes. We have a secret route. But I'm still not 100% sure I know who the person is. I had a theory. I could be wrong. I also had a rough schedule what my schedule was going to look like for the next 2 months, and it hasn't been right. Hasn't been right. From worst to best, Dante, Orlok, Yang, and Nicola, same level, Gilbert. Are you saying that Orlok may not be the best thing in the world? Actually, I just realized something. Alexa, please turn latte to 50% brightness. Okay, maybe not that. Alexa, please turn latte to 70% brightness. That's better. I just realized it looked really white. I forgot Leon later. The lady at Regina's store said she wanted to see her. I forgot about Orlok. How could you forget about Orlok? He's the best one. Oh no, I'm so scared now. Am I not gonna like Orlok's route?
レジーナの？少し前に態度の悪い客を追っ払ってあげたからかな。
Regina? Maybe it's for that time I got the hooligans out of her store. Nicola and Leo talked their way out of the kitchen like best friends. The Falzone family's reputation had taken a hit, was now starting to turn around all thanks to the efforts of everyone involved. He's too pure for my taste. That's the whole point, Blue. You get to corrupt that. Ah, like that. You go like, oh, I'm gonna ruin you. That's what you say. It's cute. Lise was returning to Berlin. Leah, what? You go, I'm going to ruin you. You just gotta say it. No? Uh-oh. But I want to be the corrupted one. You are the corrupted one. You are corrupting other people. Are you saying you want to be corrupted? You don't corrupt people. You don't. I can too. Why is everyone trying to shatter my dreams? This is why I have to make my own Otome game, because they don't like the girls to be evil enough. Corruption kink? Honestly, why not? Listen, I grew up on Cruel Intentions. Does anyone watch Cruel Intentions but me? All the tension that filled the town seems like it happened just yesterday. Listen. We can be whatever we want to be, all right? It's a dream. The Lao Shu were gone, and their absence brought a greater security to the town.
ラオ州の残した負の遺産はまだ残っているが、少しずつ改善に向かうだろう。
That's why I like Yang's route. Oh, the corruption. That beautiful, tall, beautiful man is corrupting you with tattoos, covered in tattoos. I don't know what's going on in the ads. Oh! Oh, I see, I see. I thought you meant like you didn't know what's happening in the ads. Like it's just like an abstract ad. The Laoshu did leave some problems behind, but those should be dealt with soon. I just suddenly had the weirdest epiphany. Hang on. Oh no. Instagram. What day is Ash Nico? March, we're fine. Okay. I got Red Bull ads and Lunchables. You know why you got Lunchables? Because I said Lunchables near my phone the other day. What kind of, is it regular Red Bull or do they have a special flavor? That's a real question. That's a genuine question I need to understand. But Lunchables had like a deal where they're buy one get one half off, and I was all like, charcuterie boards, let's go! And then my sister didn't get me any. That was so sad. I miss them. I hope you heal as soon as possible, Dante. Get over your trauma, my guy.
お前は本当に優しいな。
You're too kind. I know. Do you think? Do you think so? He suddenly became quiet, pondering over something. After a moment of thinking, he looked at me and asked,
教会に帰るか?
Do you want to go back to the church? Apparently, yeah. Maybe, huh? That caught me off guard. Dante continued to speak rather
遺跡から
hesitantly.
帰ってきて、ずっと俺の看病をしてくれたことには感謝している。
I appreciate you looking after me since we've returned from the
だが、
ruins.
脅威がなくなった今、本当はもう教会に帰りたいんじゃないかと。
But now that the threat is gone, if you want to go back to the church, I should go back. You're right. I earned this. I let Sister Sophia know how things are now, but I haven't seen her in a while. I'm sure they'll be waiting for me.
そうか。
I see.
俺の傷もかなり癒えている。もう大丈夫だ。
I'm nearly back to normal.
だからお前はもう教会に。
So you're free to go to the church and kiss him? Question mark. I sandwiched his cheeks with my hands on both sides and then stared into his eyes. She's like, listen to me. That's what I assume. That's how I picture it. That's not enough pressure. Worst to best. Nicola, secret route. Orlok, Dante, Gilbert, and Yang at the top. Yours is very similar to Ribbon's, though. So let's see. Her favorite was Gilbert. Your second favorite is Gilbert. Dante was worse for Ribbon, but that's kind of in the middle for you. You basically traded out Nicola and Dante. And Ribbon didn't put Secret Route on their list at all. Interesting. I'm curious. I could really like Yang. I could also hate Yang. It really depends. Because I don't mind a guy that's a little mean, but I do mind a guy that's a little mean and a little too pushy. Like, there's a line in Yandere that I have where I go, oh, now I don't like it anymore. He is a trip. He's got a good voice actor. His beautiful azure eyes flickered like the Adriatic? That's an ocean. Surprised by what was happening. Dante, do you remember what you told me? I thought you said you wanted me to be by your side, or were you lying to me?
嘘じゃない。あれは俺の本心だ。
It wasn't a lie, I promise. Well, why are you asking me if I want to go back to the church then?
それはもしかしたらお前はそう望んでいたんじゃないかと。
I was questioning myself and my morals in Yang's route, but I am blind. She's like, I got my rose-colored glasses on. Let's go. All the flags are red when you wear these. Goodness, it's hard to say. Like, see, again, we started Verge with me going like, oh, Lucas, he's so cute, and me going, oh, fuck you, Lucas. By the end of it, like, how dare you take this beautiful, beautiful man and ruin him? He needed to be either just a little more sincerely evil or a little less, and they couldn't do it right. I really fell in love with Yang in the second game. Oh, is he like the best boyfriend ever? He's all like, that's my girl. You can't touch my girl. You touch my girl, I cut your hands off. I'm not kidding. Is that him in the second game? I just really thought that you'd wish to go back.
もともとお前がファルツォーネに来たのは自ら望んでのことじゃない。
You came here only
あれは
because
不
we
可抗力だ。
forced you to. Also, look at this gentleman refusing to put his hand on her body. It's a choice. Did I screenshot this? Did I get too distracted?
誰だって自分の生まれ育った環境をそう簡単には捨てられないだろう。
You don't want to be taken away from your home, right? Sure, the church is my home, but...
お前が教会に帰ったからといって俺の気持ちが変わるわけじゃない。
My feelings for you won't change whether you're here or whether you're at the church. I feel like they should change. You should miss me more when I'm away.
もうこれ以上お前のことを無理に縛り付けたくなかったんだ。
I just don't want to hold you here against your will anymore. Well, guess what? I looked deeply into his eyes and gave him my honest reply. Thank you, Dante. Your concerns make me so happy. Then again, what you said makes me feel like you were denying my feelings.
悪かった。お前がどう思っているのかちゃんと尋ねるべきだった。
I'm sorry, I should have asked you first how you
はっ
felt.
きり言葉にされることを恐れて勝手に答えを出そうとした。
I was probably too scared to ask, so I came to the conclusion on my own. See that? That's her turning evil. Dante looked at me seriously, his eyes locked on
お前の
mine.
望みを教えてくれ。教会に帰りたいかそれとも。
Lily, what do you want? Do you wish to return to the church? First off, thank you for asking, but secondly, you should already be saying you don't want me to leave. I smiled and responded, I want to be with you, Dante.
俺はマフィアのカポだ。今回はなんとか生き残ったが、次はどうなるかわからない。
I'm a mafia boss. We've already slept together. Didn't we sleep together? Why is he like, he's like, well, just so you know. Like, yeah. We made it through this time, but there's no telling what could happen next. Yeah, sure.
お前を危険にさらすことだってあるかもしれない。
You could be put in the front line of danger too. I've already was.
それでも、
Boy, I was
俺と一
kidnapped.
緒にいてくれ
The
るか。
devil's tango. Just, yeah. Even still, you want to be with me? Yes, even if you are a mafia boss, even if I have to live a life of danger, I'm a rebel. I want to be with you.
わかった。
Understood. That is so... Say it a little more, like, sexily. I don't know what the right word is for that. What's the word for that? Like, alright. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not, alright then. Like, what? Dante looked at me and accepted my words with resolve. Did he? He then let out a brief sigh.
改めて教会に行く必要ができたな。ソフィアにいろいろと話さなければ。
You still have to go to church, though. You need to talk to Sister Sophia. Will you come too?
当然だ。シスターソフィアはお前の親のようなものだろ
Of course, Sister Sophia is your parent and guardian, isn't
う。
she?
改めて挨拶したい。これからのこと、俺たちのことをきちんと話そう。
I need to pay my respects and explain to her what our future holds. Thank you, Dante. I took my hands off of Dante's face, knowing that his words were heartfelt and true. Everyone at church is going to be surprised. The church was still precious to me in my home, but I want to be with Dante. I would never have expected back then to ever feel this way, but this feeling has grown to the point that was now my deepest desire. Oh.
一体何があったというんです。答えてください、エミリオ。
What happened? Answer us, Emilio.
突然ロズベルグ卿を処分するなんて。なぜあんなに敬虔な方を。
Why expel Bishop Roseberg? He was of the most pious of us.
あなたには説明責任があるでしょ
Why aren't
う。
you
黙っ
answering
ていない
us?
で、きちんと話してください。
It is your duty to explain what happens. Does Emilio now turn into the archangel and then becomes biblically accurate where he has like 19 eyeballs? They can say what they please. I have no intentions, no interest in their
彼ら
questioning.
の地位では生物について知らされない。だから彼らには何も教えられることがない。
They wouldn't know about the relic. If so, I have nothing to explain. The priest began to yell louder, and soon their words became laced with anger. It was then that a voice admonished the priest in the room. The priest held their breath as the head of the church reprimanded them to be
ま
silent.
ったく権力も政治も面倒なだけだ。
Power and politics are quite the hassle. I left the room and hurried out to the garden.
今夜の星は
How are the stars tonight? The stars were silently drifting in the night sky. Their brilliance portended the future of those for whom they were obtained.
あの子たちは勘違いしているかもしれないけれど
Is that like the going thing? Let me just go look at them stars, and that's always a perv to you. The children may misunderstand what has truly happened. The key maiden was not one who had been randomly chosen from the rabble. The person was, should I say, one who was bound to the fate, to the Falzone successor. Astrology guides us to find that person of destiny. Also, dude, yesterday was the day that I'm pretty sure a planet had to have done something, because everybody, including myself, had a bad day yesterday. Everybody. My sister had a bad day. My coworkers were having a bad day. I was having a bad day. I was like, dude, this is it. This is the end. Astrology guides us to find the person of
とはいえ
destiny.
星は気まぐれだ。ちょっとしたことでその巡りは大きく移ろってしまう。
The stars can be fickle. One slight shift could change the entire course
け
of
れど
fate.
真なる生物の鍵が対の男女だなんて面白いよね。
I must say it's quite interesting that the keys are always male and female. I'm so sorry. What? Wink? How do you unlock a door? Wink. I don't even remember yesterday. See, that's how bad it was. You
銀の
forgot.
光と金の光か。まさにあの二人こそ生物に触れるにふさわしい人間だった。
A silver, his hair is white, and gold, our character's hair is gold. I suppose they were befitting to obtain the relic. I saw the color of their life's brilliance. I saw their coming of fate. I want to thank them for showing me their pride from the bottom of my
長生
heart.
きはしてみるものだね。
It's good to live long, I suppose. I had ordered nail polish. It was supposed to come yesterday, but now it's delayed. Damn them. I actually ordered so I have a desk mat, which you cannot see, but it is Nezuko, which I'm pretty sure is stolen art. So, because it was a gift, I ordered a mouse pad. I'm hoping it's the same size or bigger, but it's K-pop Demon Hunters. So I'm looking forward to it arriving. It says it arrived, but like my mail's weird because we live in a community where like our packages get delivered to one place and that person brings them to the apartments. So when will it be here? My little soda pop. You know that I can think of every drop I drink. Yeah. It's our lives now. Actually, me and my sister are gonna be doing costumey, sort of. I'm gonna be Mira, and she's gonna be Rumi. And I bought the K-pop cosplay shirt for Mira for their first outfit, and she got and we. I was going to order the pajama top, but then I realized it was just a t-shirt and not the actual like pajama dress, so I didn't want to get it because it wasn't a replica of her actual nightgown. So I don't have a pajama outfit yet, but I figured I could probably put something together. Because what they had was a t-shirt. I was like, I don't want a t-shirt. I want a t-shirt dress. Different. Also, that looks more like a bear. And what you have looks more like an alpaca. I'm confused. I can't wait to see other costumes this year. Yeah, I have some stuff. Oh, you know what? I have enough in my closet. I could probably dress up every day in October. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if I dress up every day in October. Honestly, I need to put my Halloween tree up. I have the new Halloween decorations. I showed everybody that already. I have a ghost topper this year. I'm really excited about him. But I gotta finish clearing out. We call it the Gothic corner. However, it's turned into the Gothic living room. It was more like a test. We tested a corner of our living room to see if we liked it, and we do. So we're just gonna keep it going at this point. So that side's kind of like the more pure goth, and then the middle, like where our TV and our couch is gonna be witchy. The bathroom is got we kind of have like a decor design, right? So the bathroom's kind of got a bunch of snakes in it. There's so many snakes in that bathroom. And then we have a second bathroom that we turned it's a shower bath room into a storage because we don't use it ever really. So I was like, what if we just turned it into storage and you won't see it because it's gonna be behind a curtain. So I'm going to get like a long curtain rod in there, and I'm going to try and turn that bathroom into kind of a oh gosh, a circus. It's going to be the circus bathroom. If I can pull it off, it's going to be the circus bathroom, which is why I want to have like a giant if I ever get to it, you'll see the photos. I just wanted to have a giant curtain rod that basically covers the entire back wall. It's a very small bathroom, so it's not a very big wall. It's like, I don't know, if I laid across it, it'd be maybe 7 feet. So I just want to have like 7 feet of curtain where the shower is, because then you won't see the shower period and it'll be behind that curtain. And then I want to like either do stripes on the wall or like those little diamond shapes on the wall, something like that, kind of again tying into the circus theme, and then just get some really over the top cute like red gold colors in there. Do you remember that white mat from the bathroom that turns bloody red when it gets wet? Yes, I kind of wanted to get it for our bathroom, but I felt like our bathroom is more classic-y goth than that, and I didn't know if it would really match the aesthetic, but I love those bath mats. I love it. If I had more of a slasher themed bathroom for our main bathroom, I would do that for real. Although we could get in the kitchen, but it wouldn't get wet very often. The kitchen, I think we're going with an apothecary design. My sister gets to decide that because she's the one who cooks in the house, so she gets to decide how the bathroom ends up looking, or the kitchen ends up looking. So we'll see how that turns out. I actually just brought some tint bins home from work, and we just reorganized. I call it the home improvement cabinet. So in our kitchen, there is a cabinet that's next to the stove that goes like forever this way. Like if you were a little kid, it could be a haunted, like a little house for you. But because it goes like you have to go it to get into it, I have to literally climb in there sometimes to get stuff out. But I have all my home improvement stuff in there, and I got these little bins, and so I've organized it. So one has nothing but like our paint supplies, one has our actual tools and stuff like that. And I know all the colors we have. I know what I can do. This all sounds so fun. I envied. It's not going to be fun when we move because I have to paint everything white again. But for now, I love it. I love it so much. They told us we can do whatever we want here, so I'm doing it, and I will fill in all the holes and I'll paint it all white before we leave. But I enjoy being able to customize and have a house that I enjoy living in, so I like it. Although I'm glad I still have paint for the bathroom because I've had to repaint it twice because of the ceiling leaking. So. A few days later, Dante and I went to the church. At some point, thank you, Sophia. We're gonna redo my bedroom, but it won't be too obvious because you'll still see these bookshelves behind me. It's just this side of the room is getting pushed forward and the bed is getting pushed into this corner. And then I'm gonna have more bookshelves on the opposite side now. So they'll be like, picture an actual library where the books on both sides. And then one side's gonna have most of the actual books and the other side's gonna have more of this stuff on it, just the cute stuff that I like to put on the shelves. And I'm really excited about it. So, and once that's done, I can maybe finally do a tour of the room. I have my doll collection in here, which I don't know if you're scared of dolls. I got a lot of them. Let me see. Can I actually? You know what? This one's in a bag. If you've ever seen the Campbell's Soup dolls, this is one of them. We got this at Goodwill for $7. I have both the girl and the boy. We're gonna put these in the kitchen originally because we used to keep all the Campbell stuff in there, but they're currently just sitting in here. Oh yeah, I hate dolls. But I call it the doll shrine. I would show it, but there's kind of too much of a mess in front of it right now. But I'm very proud of my doll shrine. I have a doll closet. I'm not doll closet, a doll trunk. If you've ever seen one of those, it's basically picture like a little luggage that opens up, and one side has like little pockets so you can put your clothes, and the other side is picture a coffin, I guess, like a concaved area so you can put dolls in it. I was traumatized by Chucky when I was like 6. So was my nephew. We used to tell him that he was gonna jump out of the TV and get him, and he hated him, and my sister bought him the doll version, because back when we were kids they actually had a doll version, not the newer ones that actually look like Chucky, but like the ones that are meant to look like the Friends. And he hated that doll, but I don't know, my sister bought it for him anyways. So yeah, he was traumatized by that. We actually have a doll over here that is made by the singer Donna Osmond? Marie Osmond. She made a doll collection, and they're called like something Belle. And I found this at Goodwill as well. And she's so pretty, but she looked like Tiffany to me, which is why we bought her. Hang on, actually I might have a photo on my phone. I don't want to turn my camera. Let's see if I can find her, because I sent a photo of it to one of my friends. So I was like, this is crazy. Look at this girl. Look at this beautiful baby. Look at her. Show her face. Do it. Get focus. It really doesn't want to focus on her face. Look at her face. There's... But like, she looks like her, doesn't she? And so that's why we bought her, because I was like, dude, I've never seen a doll that actually looks like the doll from Chucky. Like, that's not the doll from Chucky. They have different versions of this doll too. They have a Haunted Mansion version of this doll. I don't think I'll ever get her. And I think I spent like $20 for this doll, but they usually sell for more. And it even came with like a certificate of authentication, signed by Marie Osmond. I didn't even know she made dolls. Like, that's how crazy this is to me. This one is the 4th of July, if you couldn't tell by the photo. So she's very patriotic. I thought about getting her or making her clothes, but I'm scared to take the clothes off of her because that's her original outfit. Like, that's her original everything. She came with everything. She came with like a piece of pie, because like, you know, it's American as apple pie. And she has like this little bracelet that has a bell on it because she's a cutie, like a cutie bell or something like that. I'm saying their names wrong, but like, I was like, this is the cutest thing. But she's over there in that corner. I also have a baby doll high chair with the biggest baby doll I own sitting in it, and we had to work to get her in there, and her name is Big Baby, and she is wearing a dress that you use when you're like getting baptized. She's the only doll I have that can actually fit into baby clothes. If you've ever tried to put your baby dolls into baby clothes, you probably know this, that they typically are just way too big for that. She can wear it. Like, that clothes is too big for baby dolls. They're usually baggy on them, so she can actually wear them. She's big enough for that. And she's one of my favorite dolls. She was chewed on by like her previous owner's pet at one point, so her hand's missing, but she's beautiful. Anyways, that's just some of the dolls over there. I have one over there that I'm pretty sure is possessed. She lives in a bell jar because she's so fragile. I didn't know how fragile she was until I held her the first time and I realized her hair was flaking off. So she lives in that. But yeah, once I do a room tour, I'll show you all of the babies. I have a Gabby Abby. I have a few other dolls that are actually like name brand dolls as well. And then I have I have a couple Alice in Wonderland themed baby dolls as well. You know, and animator collector dolls. Those are the ones I actually collect that are more recent dolls, the actual ones made by like Disney. Got some of those. It's a fun time in my room. I also have a doll that changes. Her clothes change if she gets hot or cold, but it'll stay that change. So if I take her outside, she would change because it's hot here, but if I put her in the freezer, she would change because it's cold there. Yeah, I got a lot. I also have Monster High dolls. It's a good time. I also have knockoff Blith dolls and one real Blith doll. So, that too. I have way too many interests. It's a problem for me. I also don't collect any porcelain dolls. I have one that I bought because it's two-faced. And I've never seen that before. And I was like, all right, I'll take it. Senor Falzone, please do take good care of yourself. But yeah, I want to play that game where they are like trying to determine if the baby dolls are evil. And they're like, it passes the test or it doesn't pass the test. I could just put so many dolls over here. I could put so many dolls over here if I played that game. I could do that for Halloween. Would you guys like some baby dolls in the background for Halloween? I know people get creeped out by them. I'm not creeped out by them. I love my dolls. I was hoping I could show one of the more creepy ones off. I don't know if that Campbell doll scares anybody. It doesn't scare me. Let's see, because I have a baby carriage. Let me phrase this. I have a, it's not a carriage. It's not a carriage. I have a cradle. A vintage cradle. And it's so cute, but it's full of babies. And it's currently just shoved over here beside me. No, all these are pretty cute. But I have some, oh, actually, wait, hang on. This is the only porcelain doll I own. And this is why I own it. It has multiple faces. So if you twist its head, you can change the face it's making. And it's the creepiest thing I've ever seen. But like then you put the bonnet back on and then you can't tell that it has other faces. I usually put it on the crying face, but it also has a sleepy face. But he's, I don't know if it's a boy or girl. Actually, I never asked it what its gender was. But I don't like porcelain dolls because one, they break easy, in my opinion, you know, because they're made out of glass. But I also don't typically like their sculpts as much as I do just plastic dolls. So he's the only one. I call him a boy. I don't know if he is one though. But he's one of the more creepy ones I have. So I also have one that the hair grows, and that's just as creepy as it sounds. And she looks haunted. I could totally put her over here. We can burn folks. I enjoy that being the typo. You meant dolls. We're not gonna burn mine, but we can definitely incinerate the ones in the game. You know what? That's a good plan. There'll be a doll collection on the side of here for Halloween. Hair grows. Yeah, that is its gimmick. It's from the 60s. I don't know if I can remember her name. Oh gosh. I can see her from here, but like literally there's basically in her back, there's like a screw thing that you turn and basically just picture the hairs on like a little wheel basically. And so as you turn it, it's wrapping the hair around that little wheel that's in her back. And then if you do it the other way, then the hair will come out. It's the best way to describe it. I think mine was broken when I got her. I can't remember, but I Googled her and found out that's what she does. But yeah. Sister Sophia was surprisingly open and positive about what we told her. Yeah, imagine that. Oh goodness, yeah, but yeah, I call it the doll shrine. There's a bunch of them over here. About 20 right here. And then I have another little shelf over here that has, on the top row is all Disney animator dolls. Second row is a collection of, I can't think of their names, but they're all like the same brand. And they're all plastic dolls that have like different theming. They have like one that's Mother Goose. I have one that's Cinderella. I have some that are based off of different people in the world. So we have like a Holland girl that has like wood shoes. I have an Ukrainian girl, I believe that's the one, wearing a very pretty dress. I have a Hawaiian girl. It goes on and on and on. I have a girl in a kimono, you know. So those are fun. And they have stands, so they could easily fit back here. We'll have a Halloween setup, guys. It'll be great. You're gonna love it. So Sister Sophia was surprisingly open and positive about what we told her. Maybe she had some kind of sense that this was going to happen. But to everyone else at church, our story came from nowhere. Are you a Falzone? Didn't we meet? Oh no, wait. Did we not come back in the second part? Oh wait, did she get married? You're not coming home, sis? Oh man, imagine breaking kids' hearts like this. We were waiting for you to come back. No. Laura and Giovanni's shoulders drooped. Jean was glaring at Dante. Even if you're the boss, I'm not gonna let you get away if you ever make her cry. Oh sure, he's so threatening. Calm down, Jean. Don't worry about me. Just worry about your wife. You know, the one that dies the day before your wedding that you end up having to mourn while holding your dead baby. And then ruining everyone else's life. This feels about accurate, right? I'll still be coming here. I'll help with the provisions even if it's just like before. Oh goodness. Isn't that right, Dante?
ああ、お前がしたいように過ごすといい。
Yes, and you're free to do what you want. Dante gently smiled at me, despite only now hearing what I wanted to do.
ファルツォーネファミリーとしても、今まで以上に教会の活動へ協力していこう。
The Falzone family will offer more support to the church than before.
お姉ちゃんが教会に来れるなら、まあ、いいと思うけど。
If sis is still gonna come to the church, then I guess it's alright.
あなたは小さな子供の頃からとても聞き分けがいい子でした。
Lily, you've been a very obedient child since your youth.
そのあなたがこうして自ら望むものを見つけてくれたのですから。
Now you found something that you want all by yourself.
私はそんなあなたの願いをとても嬉しく思います。
Which is why I'm
心
very
から祝
happy
福しますよ。
to hear that what you've told me. I wish you ever blessing. Sister Sophia.
私も。
Me too. Elena jumped towards me and grabbed my hand. She then looked sternly into my eyes.
私も二人のことを祝福するわ。だって今のあなたはとっても輝いているんだもの。
I'll be praying for the best, even after all. I haven't even seen you this. Gosh, after all, I haven't ever seen you this happy.
本当に大切なものを見つけたんだって伝わってくる。
I can see you finally found something really precious to you, Elena.
だから本当はやっぱり寂しいけど会えなくなるわけ
I
じ
feel
ゃ
like
ない
we're
なら。
getting close to the end of it, so I need to look up the walkthrough for Dante so I can figure out what other ending we need to get. To be honest, I'm going to be sad that you're not around, but we can see each other
私
anytime.
あなたを笑って送り出すわ。
So I want to see you off with a smile. Thank you so much, Elena. The blessings from everyone warmed my heart. I smiled as I never had before, hearing all of their heartfelt words. Don't you think it's strange that her friend, of all people, have a face and we barely get to see her friend? When does her friend become important in the story? Is it Orlok's route? I may have been living life without any real dreams of my own back then. I would simply wake up, work, eat, and sleep. But my daily life changed the day I began living with Dante. There were times when we collided, not understanding each other's feelings. I remember vividly how close to death we were back then when we sought the relic. The days were far from normal, but she's in Yang's route. ... Ooh, I don't like the way you said that. We overcame our trials and now we had the life that we all adored. I can think what Dante, be with Dante. I can think with Dante. What the fuck does that mean? As we decide our future. It's not celebratory, but she's in there. Okay, that's good. I mean, she's there. A future that held unlimited possibilities. A future that I appreciate from the bottom of my heart. Good, good, good. I mean, she's there. Thinking with Dante. Like, am I in his head? I hit the wrong button. Wrong one, that one. Alright, let me go see which ending I need. Does this say there's 2 bad endings? I only care if there's a CG. I'm not trying to get all the endings. I'm that girl. Let's see. What do I need? I'm sorry, Dante. Everyone just...
いや、いい。少し疲れたが、彼らもお前の家族だからな。
I'm a little tired, but they're your family. Dante was precious to me, and the children could probably sense that. They pestered and played with Dante until late in the evening. I could tell that he was very tired. No doubt he hadn't played with kids like this before.
どうして笑うんだ?
Why are you laughing? I'm just happy to see another side of you, Dante. Dante frowned as if he didn't want to show this other side to me, but hearing me chuckle brought a smile to his face.
屋敷に戻る前に聖堂へ寄ろう。構わないか?
Do you mind if we go back inside before we head back? Why, of course. We may as well go inside to say prayer while we're here. The sunset was shining light into the church. No one else was around. The serenity and fantastical shimmering of the lights were beautiful beyond words. We walked towards the altar. Dante stopped at the front, then turned towards me. Then he took my hand and got on one knee. We're getting married. Look at those legs. Oh, wow. What in the Final Fantasy? My heart was racing. Dante gently kissed my hand with the utmost reverence. His graceful demeanor was like that of a storybook prince. The warmth from his lips sent a surge of heat through my fingertips. Dante. Surprised I spoke his name, but he didn't remove his lips from the back of my hand. Soon he lifted his head to look at me. His warm breath tickled my hands as it left. Oh, cute. This is cute. Okay. Leah Aldonardo. Yes, that's me. He shook a little, but with a serious voice spoke my name.
どうか聞いてほしい。
Please listen to what I have to say.
お前のことを初めはただ使命として守らなければならないと思っていた。
I just pictured that stupid TikTok trend where it's all like, my name is and it's really nice to meet you. You were recommended to me by some people. I don't know why. I just pictured that. Oh god. I'm trash. Alright, I thought before that I only needed to protect you as a part of my mission.
ただ、それだけなのだと。それ以上の特別な感情はそこにはないと。
That was the only thing I sought to accomplish. I didn't have any particular emotions beyond that.
だが、お前と同じ時間を過ごすうちに、俺自身も、俺の心も少しずつ変わり始めた。
this feels illegal, and they go, ooh, 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 is this illegal? Yeah, it's just that it's like the handshaking moment. Like, as I spent time with you, my heart, my soul began to change. I haven't heard that actual song
遠くか
outside
ら
of
見
the
つめているだけ
trend,
では決し
so
てわからなかったことをお前は教えてくれた。
you tell me that there are things I could never know from afar. I couldn't take my eyes off of him. We both looked at each other as I
お前と
listened.
接すると俺はいつも振り回されて冷徹なカポではいられなくなる。
Being with you made it difficult to be a ruthless boss.
最初はもちろん戸惑った。だが不思議と今はそれも悪くないと思っている。
But then a part of me accepted that what was happening. Dante's gentle and kind voice bore a hint of self-reproach at the
笑
thought.
顔を見るたびもっと笑ってほしくなる。お前を幸せにしたいと心から願う。
Seeing your smile makes me want to see more of it. I want to bring you true joy and happiness.
どうかこれからもお前の心をその思いを俺に与えてくれ。
This is probably the longest proposal I've ever witnessed. Lily, please grant me your heart, your feelings now and
愛
forever.
している。ずっと俺のそばにいてほしい。
I keep seeing the 50 pounds per person one. I'm sorry, what's that? I need to know that one. I love you. Please always stay by my side. I was speechless. All I could do was nod in response to his heartfelt confession. Yes, Dante. I love you too. Please allow me to stay by your side forever. Dante smiled like a young child hearing my reply.
愛している。心から。
I love you, Lily, from the bottom of my heart. Wow. His words ended with the toll of the church bell, signaling the coming of evening in Berlin. Dun, 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 dun. The conflict in this town drew to a close. A new age was to begin. The grand toll of this evening bell hearkened the coming of the night. Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday, and right now you can save 50 pounds per person. Oh, yes, okay. Sorry, my brain went to like the weight of a person kind of thing instead of money. If that makes any sense. I've been seeing that one a lot too, but I remember it was like it happened a while ago and then they started using it again. The grand toll was of the evening bell hearkened the coming of the night. When you said 50 pounds, I was all like, what soundbite is that? What are they doing? Is that how much they're gonna what? What are they gonna do? So did it toll for our beginning, a toll of a blessing for our new future together. Why was there no music for that? That should have music. Fin, calamitas virtutis orcasa exet. Perfect. Perfect. My pronunciation, on point. Okay. 4, 3. Oh, is that how, you know, if you're unlocking? Dante's short story now unlocked. Ah. I get it. I know what's happening here. Do I have to do the short story? Does the short story have a picture? Do I have to do the short story? Oh, I have all the endings. Okay, good, end. For Yang's route, do you plan on keeping the default name? I think I'm gonna do the default name, which does mean I will have to start a brand new one when I do that one. 'Cause it's the only way. Are those 3 all part of the ending? I think so, right? These are all those other endings. I think that's right. The real question is, should I bother doing those on stream or just go to the next game? Should we just go to Yang? Should we just get to Yang? Yang sounds fun, right guys? Let's do Yang. This backlog. For Yang's route. Oh no, that's sorry, it popped up like it was new or something. Short story. Was the short story got a picture? I hope so, because I'll be really mad. Berlin has changed. I was living a busy life amid the change the town was experiencing. Upon my return to the manor, I noticed an unusual package next to my office. There was a memo on it. It looked like a message from Julia saying it was a gift to me. During the chaos, Paris was framed and arrested for dealing drugs. I helped clear his name after things settled. For the longest time, I thought Paris was the town, by the way, so I got really confused. That is a person. All it took was an article that stated Paris's innocence to vindicate his name. Like 10 minutes. Good. It wasn't difficult to do. I guess this is his way of showing things. Paris worked with my father and was known to be very traditional. I opened the package to see what was inside. Wine? Not just any ordinary wine. The wine Paris sent was vintage and very expensive. He sent a dozen white wines knowing that I didn't like red wine. I suppose I can open them tonight? You're gonna drink 10 bottles of wine in one evening? Keeping such a fine wine waiting in a cellar would be a shame. I left my office to talk to Julia. Oh, Dante, what timing? Lily called my name. There aren't very many here tonight to have dinner, so I was thinking about having Julia and the maids have the night off. I'll be cooking dinner tonight for us. I hope that's all right with you. That's fine. I want to have some of your cooking anyway. Really? Yes. Grazie, Dante. I'll do my best. I'll be waiting. Also, I have some wine. I'll let you decide what to make, but can you make something that pairs with a white? Leave it to me. I watched as she smiled and left, humming her way into the kitchen. I can't wait for dinner. I have strawberry wine. Does that count? Is that fancy? Am I fancy now? Actually, do I still have my strawberry wine? I don't think I opened it. It was time for dinner. Lily and I were the only ones in the salon. I had eaten Lily's cooking since we lived together at the hideout, but it looks like she had honed her cooking skills since then. She made tomato bruschetta and scarciatella with a side of sliced prosciutto crudo. They would kill me if I went to Italy. There was also streamed bream, it's a fish, I know that, and carciofi with sauteed cardocili mushrooms. That's all words. All perfect with white wine. No wonder I was drinking so much. Yeah, sure, it's that. I know I thought this before, but you're a good drinker, aren't you? Thanks, it's because I put a lot of sugar in it. Me? Lily looked at me with wide eyes. Do you think so? I can't tell myself since I haven't gotten drunk before. I wonder how she is when she's drunk. Can she not get drunk because she's an angel? My curiosity was getting the better of me. Without a change in expression, I added more wine to Lily's glass. You're free to have more. It's a gift from Paris, after all. Why, thank you, Dante. I feel slightly guilty seeing her so happy despite my horrible motive. I turned a blind eye to my doing. Dante, you look a bit too red. Maybe you should stop drinking. There was no way I can stop, especially after urging Lily to drink more. Maybe it's because I was drinking too fast. My head felt a bit fuzzy inside. I'm fine. I'm just hot. So hot. Lily looked worried. I knew I was drunk, but again, there was no turning back now. I swigged the glass in my hands. Soon enough, I couldn't hold myself together, backfired. Dante, you should go to bed.
そうだな。
I guess sleep. Lily's cheeks were slightly red as she shook me to stand. Unbelievable. She doesn't look drunk at all. Who would have thought she was so strong? I took a deep breath and stood up from the chair. I tried to walk but couldn't keep myself steady. I suddenly felt my body floating, and soon I fell on top of a nearby sofa, with her against it. See, you should have listened to me earlier. No. Lily peered into my face. She was frowning at me, obviously worried and upset at
かわ
me.
いい。
She's so cute. Ah. I pulled Lily towards me. Compared to the heat in my body, her body felt nice and cold. Aw, well, that's cute. Don't do this. Don't put jewels in your hair. They just get tied up in your hair. It could be a me problem. I have very thin hair. I'm Dante.
好きだ。
Lily, I love you.
いつも
Whoa.
すごく綺麗で
You're so beautiful, you
困る。
devil.
本当はもっと一緒にいたい。仕事があるからそうもいかないが。
I want to be with you more often, but I have work to do, so...
俺は本当にお前が好きで。
I really love you. You're so dear to me. Dante!
好きだ。
I love you. Lee's face was getting redder by the second after hearing my words. I guess she was finally getting drunk. No, you idiot. Thank you. I love you too, Dante. Her face was blushing red now as she mumbled to me
かわい
embarrassed.
い。
She's so cute. I bought Halloween hair clips with dangling gems. They get lost in my hair. See? But that sounds adorable. I wanted to get some claw clips. My hair's just so thin. Like, you know that? Gosh, I seen my phone knows because my phone listens to everything I say because it's actually a sleeper agent. There was someone's like when other girls put their hair in a bun and it's like this nice shaped bun. It's like when I put my hair in a bun and it looks like that. Like it's just like a little tiny like boop. Like I have such thin hair. It's not cute like that. I wish I had long curly hair. I don't want to let Lily go. I pulled her closer to me. Dead. Her arms folded inside, unable to stop me from pulling as she fell fully onto me. I could feel her body directly on me. I slowly opened my eyes.
とても気分がいい。
I feel so good now. The wine was getting to me. It felt so good being on the sofa like this. I couldn't move a muscle now. I could feel Lily's body squirming. She seemed confused by what was happening, but I had no intention of letting her go.
伝えられて
I'm glad I was finally able to tell her. It was difficult for me to express my true feelings, even if it was with the help of the wine. I was happy I was finally able to tell her. It didn't dawn on me then that I would regret my actions once I was awake and sober. I fell gently into sleep with her warmth in my arms. Wait, why would he regret it? What do you mean? Is that the masked man? Is the secret round the masked man? He wasn't there before. This is the right one, right? Yeah, right? Oh, you know, we'll follow the bad ending. Let's do the bad one first. because we started with the good one anyway, or we ended with the good one, so let's start this one with the bad one. Oh gosh, where are we? Okay, this is a bad ending. I don't remember what happened. Blood spilled over the church floor amid the gunfire.
僕はただ
I wanted to. The end had came. He looked at me with sorrow. If only you cursed me. I wanted you to despise me for killing you. Watch out! I knew what was going to happen, but I still couldn't get myself to move. I wanted to move, but I couldn't. The results played out before my eyes. Lily! She took a bullet in my place. I gasped and raised myself up.
いつの間にか
I was sleeping. My office looked no different from before. The only difference was the documents littering the floor. The end. Oh, there's ... I didn't see that because it was blending into the bookshelf. I felt cold beads of sweat rolling down my
ま
back.
たあの夢か
That dream again. I see. I gritted my teeth and tried to be rid of the lingering
あれ
nightmare.
は過去の話だ何度思い返したところで
That's the
起きた
past.
出来事は変えられない
It won't change the presence no matter what.
頭ではちゃんと分かっているのに俺はまだ願うことをやめら
I
れない
know
でい
that
る
well enough, but I can't stop myself from losing hope. Okay, I just remembered. She's in a coma, right? She's like a perfect little doll. She's like asleep in her room forever and ever and ever and ever. And he's too hung up on her to let her die, but she's not there. She ain't there. I know well enough, but I just can't myself
あの
from
時
losing
何
hope.
かが違えばこんなことにはならなかったんじゃないかと
This is bad end. Yeah, we're gonna start with the bad and then go to the good one. I guess I could have went the other way, but we might not be able to get to start Yang's route until my next stream, which I'll start that when I get home from Samurai Comics tonight, so I'll probably have like 3 hours. I'm gonna say 3 hours. A 3-hour stream this evening to try and get started on Dante's route. Or not Dante's, on Yang's route, because that way we can on Tuesday or Monday have a very long stream. I don't like bad endings, so I avoid that. I'm a CG person. I just want the pictures. Give me the pictures. That's all I need. I hope I can relive the past and choose a different path to change what happened.
ダメだな集中しないと
Stop it. I need to
今日中に
focus.
新規の取引に関する精査を終わらせておかないと
I need to finish my
後でニコラに
research on the new client before Nicola. I paused as his name crossed my
ニコラ
mind.
は死んだもういない
Nicola's dead. He's not here
俺
anymore.
が
I killed him. How many times had I wished that had only been a
ファ
nightmare?
ミリーは優秀なアンダーボスを失っただからこそ俺が
Our family lost a talented underboss, which is
カポ
why
としてファルツォーネを継ぐ者として
I need to do all I
務めを
can
果たさなければならない
as the leader of the Falzone.
ならない
I know that, but my hands kept stopping. I couldn't keep my mind from thinking.
あの時俺がニコラを説得できていたらニコラを殺さずに済んでいたら
If only I could have persuaded Nicola. If only I didn't kill him.
彼女だってこんなことにはならなかったかもしれない
Things may not have gone this way. If only she didn't. Sure, blame her. I felt endless
ずっ
remorse.
と支え続けてくれた兄と慕う人幼い頃から焦がれてきた愛しい女性
I lost a person who I saw as my brother and the person I've loved since childhood. I know. No, you didn't love her since childhood. You just knew of her since childhood. That's
そ
different.
の二人を同時に失った。
I lost both of them at once.
全部俺が悪い。 俺
It's
のせいだ。
all my fault. Why don't you stop taking naps in this chair? My regrets ate away at me. Am I right? High five. I wanted to scream out my emotions, but the remaining shred of my sanity held me
俺は
back.
まだカポでいなければ。
I still have to lead the family. I hit the wrong button. I heard knocking, then a voice called for me.
ローマから報告が届きました。
Received a report from Rome.
少し待て。
Rome? Sorry. Paris is a person, so just a moment. Understood. I quickly gathered the papers from the ground and returned them to my
Hide.
desk. Enter.
失礼します。
Move that so I can lean back more. Watch me. Excuse.
ギルランダイオから例の件に関する調査が完了したと。
I can't cross my legs because I'm crazy. What is that? We received a final report from Gilandaria. That sounds like from Narnia. My mind was still muddled. The contents of the report didn't register.
想像以上に峡谷の動きが速いようです。
The church is moving faster than
このままで
expected.
はブルローネの既得権益にまで影響が及ぶ可能性があります。
At this rate, they may revoke our rights to
ギルランダ
Brno.
イオはカポに直接ローマまで足を運んでほしいと。
Gilardia is asking for your presence in Rome.
必要ない。
No.
しかしカポ、
Just no, thank you.
ラウル
Boss.
に伝えろ。お前は俺がいなくては峡谷の監視もできないのかと。
Let Raoul know that I'm questioning his ability to keep watch over the church. I tried my best to speak like the family boss despite my mind still being
俺が直
hazy.
々に動けばいらない警戒を招く。今は探りを入れる段階だろ
My presence there will only alarm them. This is not the right time to
う。は
understood.
この程度の連絡で俺を煩わせるな。
Don't bother me with such a petty
ラオ
report.
州のことを考えても、俺が今ブルローネを動くべきではないとわからないか。
Do I need to remind you that the Lao shoe is still on the loose?
失礼しました、カポ。すぐローマに連絡します。
Please excuse me, boss. I'll let Rome know. I breathed a heavy sigh as he
俺は
left.
まだファルツォーネファミリーのカポでいなければ
I
ならない。
need to lead the Falzone family as their
彼
boss.
女が目を覚ますかもしれないから。
I need to be ready in case she awakens. I need to protect Lily. I need the family to protect her. But at this point, I don't even know if if it was only a fleeting
あの
hope.
夜の傷は癒えている。いつ目覚めてもおかしくない。
Her wounds from back then are healed. She can wake up at any
だが
time.
彼女はずっと眠ったままだ。
But she's still sound
この
asleep.
まま緩やかに死に向かうのだとしても、俺にはそれを止める術が。
Even if she were to
Night.
sleep until death, there's nothing I can do to stop it. I forced myself to come back to reality and stood from my chair to leave the office. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. It always happens. A faint hope rose within me each time I
もし
opened
かし
the
たら
door. Maybe.
今日こそ彼女が目覚めているかもしれない。
She may be awake today, but my hopes were dashed each
眠って
time.
いるのか？
Lily, are you asleep? I called out as she slept. She was sound asleep. Her eyelids made no sign of
そ
movement.
うか。
Again. Each time I hoped for a better outcome. Each time I fell into despair. But hearing her breathe and seeing her alive rekindled my
も
hope.
しあの瞬間をやり直せるなら、
If only I could redo the past.
あの夜、教会に向かった選択自体、
Did I make the wrong
す
move
でに間違ってい
when I
たのか。
decided to go to the church?
だとすれば、いつ、どうしていれば今とは違う未来がつかめた。
Don't worry, I made a different choice later. If so, when and how could I change the outcome?
最後まで彼女に思いを伝えなければよかったのか。
Maybe I should have kept my feelings to myself instead of sharing
お
them
前
with
は
her.
鍵の乙女だなんて言わず、隠し通せば、
Maybe if I hid her identity that she was the key
それ
maiden.
とも
Or maybe
彼女をファルツォーネの屋敷に保護したこと自体、間違いだったのか。
maybe it was a mistake to take her into the Falzone family custody at all. Old memories flooded back to me as I looked at her pale face. Remember that? I remember that. If only. My father brought me to the church for the midnight mass years ago. A small girl was outside the church holding a star-shaped
あの
ornament.
子だとすぐに分かった。
I knew it was her. She turned around and looked at me. Oh, look at the baby faces. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I held my breath and grabbed my father's coat. Despite my reaction, she gave a bright smile. Buon Natale!
俺はまだ6歳かそれくらいだった。当時の記憶はかなり薄い。
That was when I was 6 years old. I don't remember much besides that.
父の他にも誰かいたような気もする。それが母だったか、ニコラだったか。
It's adorable. She's so pretty. Like, this art. Gosh, I can't wait to play this illusion game. Man. I would love a chibi keychain. Honestly, yeah, imagine that like as a desktop, like little acrylic standee. I think there was someone else there besides my father. Maybe it was my mother or
何より
Nicola.
挨拶してくれた彼女に
I can't
俺
remember
がきちん
if
と
I
言葉を
replied
返せた
to
のかと
her.
それさえも思い出せない。
My memories of the past are
彼
cloudy,
女は
but
俺に笑いかけてくれた。
I still remember vividly how she smiled at me.
俺はきっとあの時からお前のことが
Lily, ever since then, it was nothing notable. To her, I must have been no different from the churchgoers. She had seen all her
俺
life.
はずっとお前に話しかけたかった。
I always wanted to speak
だが
with you.
近づかないようにしてきた。お前を守るためだと自分に言い聞かせて。
I tried to keep my distance. I kept telling myself it was to
こん
protect
な
you.
ことになるくらいなら近づくべきじゃなかった。
If this were the outcome, I shouldn't have even approached you. I was consumed by regret. My heart sank deep into
どう
darkness.
すればお前は目覚めてくれる。俺にはも
What can I do to awake
うわか
you?
らないんだ。
I'm out of options. Was this punishment for trying to avoid my fate? Lily may never awaken from her slumber. Lily may depart from me in eternal slumber any time now.
嫌だ。
Oh no. I quickly grabbed Lily's frail weak
Doka.
hand.
目を
Lily, please wake up.
目を開けて
Please
くれ。
open your eyes. I don't care what will happen in the future if she's not going to be with
使
me.
命もファミリーも捨ててしまいたい。
I want to leave my mission and my
壊して
family.
やりたいとさえ思う。
I want it all to go
いっそ
disappear.
俺自身壊れてしまった方が
Maybe I should be the one
楽
to
になれる
disappear.
のかもしれないな。
I mirthlessly chuckled to myself, but not yet.
かすかにでも希望が残されているうちは
If there's a sliver of hope
ここに
remaining,
踏
I
みと
hope
どま
to
るしか
stay
ないん
and
だ。
fulfill my role.
どうか
Please forgive me, Lily. My face twisted in pain as I gazed at her sleeping face. My heart was heavy and tired. The only person who could hear my suffering was her. Perfect. That was short. That means the next one's going to be too long. Alright, is this the one for good endings? Yeah, look at this. It's him. It's gotta be, right? It's the one that wears a mask. It looks like he's smiling there. Anyways. That's my theory. And it is a game theory. But I don't know if it counts. Prologo, 1929. 1926, just kidding.
1926年2月
Il 15 Febbraio dell'anno 1926. Does this? No, I don't speak Italiano. Everything had finally settled. I decided to leave the church I called home so I could live with Dante. The Falzones welcomed me into their family wholeheartedly. The guest room I used was remodeled for my own personal use. The days I spent here with Dante were filled with happiness. But recently Dante's been... Buongiorno, Dante.
ああ、ボンジョルノ。
Buongiorno, Lily. We exchanged our greetings as usual.
朝からお前の顔が見られて嬉しい。
I'm glad to see you so early today. Does Emilio have an adult version and that turns him into the secret route? I'm just brainstorming here. For me. I need... Let's see. No. I'm trying to actually just get back to the main thing so I can not cheat, but make sure I get onto Ying's route correctly when we get to that point. Okay. Fair enough. All right. I'm happy to see you so early today. Thank you, Dante. Hearing those sweet words in his warm voice tickled me a bit. I almost minimized the whole screen. So, would you like a cafe latte or perhaps a cappuccino?
じゃあ、カプチーノを頼めるか？
Maybe a cappuccino? Yeah, I'll get right on it. Julia and the rest always had breakfast prepared quickly and early, but preparing Dante's morning drink had become my job. I certainly wasn't complaining. Sounds like you're complaining. After breakfast, I was clearing the dishes as usual when suddenly Dante appeared in the salon, dressed up from head to toe. Are you going out,
今日は
Dante?
カジノでビスコンティ、ギルバートとの会合がある。
I have a meeting with the Visconti with Gilbert at the casino today. With Gil? You've been seeing him a lot lately. Yes.
ファルツォーネとビスコンティの関係は過去にないほど良好だ。
The relationship between the Falzone and the Visconti is better now than ever before. And do you still have to meet with Gil this often?
ラオ州が壊滅したことで、ブルローネは3組の状態から脱した。
With the Lao Shu gone, we no longer need to worry about each other as much.
以前は構成員同士の小競り合いが後を絶たなかったが、今はそれもない。
The fighting between our men is nearly non-existent.
だが、
But Dante frowned a bit.
ラオ州はあくまでチャイニーズマフィアリュウ・ファンフイの下部組織に過ぎない。
The Lao Shu were merely the subordinates of the Chinese mafia and the Lao Huanghu.
向こうに先手を打たれないよう動きを見張りながら今後の対策を。
We still need to work on a plan to face them before they take action.
あ、すまない。
I'm sorry. Dante gave a weary smile.
朝からつまらない話をしてしまったな。何も危険が迫っているわけじゃない。
This isn't a good subject to talk about so early in the morning. We're not in immediate danger.
備えはあるに越したことがないと俺もギルバートも考えているだけだ。
Both Gilbert and I have agreed that it's better to be safe than sorry.
ヤンが消え、ブルローネは平和になった。
With Yang gone, Berlone is back to normal.
その事実には何の変わりもない。
I was checking on something and now I'm more concerned. Oh no, it's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing will change that fact. Do you remember when we've ever done something like with your bank and then it pops up like 10 steps down instead of like the most recent thing you did? I'm like, what happened? Yes, you're right. I nodded and asked him a question. So what time will you
何
be
もな
back?
ければ昼過ぎには戻れる。
If all goes as scheduled by mid-afternoon. That's good to hear. I'll bake some torta al limon for you then.
楽しみだ。
I can't wait. I assumed. He gave me a gentle kiss and very naturally gave me a kiss on the cheek. Smile and gave me a very natural kiss on the cheek.
行ってくる。
I better get going. Be safe. Be safe, my guy. This wasn't the first time Dante did this as he was leaving, but I still can't get used to it. I saw Dante off and felt the heat build up in my cheeks.
遅い。
Unbelievable. I checked my watch and let out a
指定の
sigh.
時間はもう過ぎたというのに、何をやっているんだ。
I've been here forever. What in the world is going on?
ようダンテ
Hey, Dante.
珍しいな部屋にも入らず俺のことを待っててくれたのか
Waiting for me outside the room. That might.
そん
That's
な
mighty kind of
わけ
you.
がないだろ
Of course
う。案
not.
内待ちだ。部屋の用意にでも手間取っているのか、まだ現れない。
I'm waiting for someone to lead me in. No one has
へ
arrived
え
yet.
いつもなら呼ばなくても待ち構えてるってのにな
That's odd. Usually someone's out here waiting for us.
申し訳ありません。
I'm very sorry.
大変お待たせしました。ファルソーネ様、レッドフォード様、
We're very sorry to keep you waiting, Senor Flauzone, Senor Redford.
お部屋にご案内します。どうぞ奥へ。
Let me lead you into the room, please. This
ディレ
way.
ットーレはどうした？
Where's the directore?
あ、彼は当カジノを離れました。
well, he left this
自分は
casino.
政府から公認が派遣されるまでのつなぎ役です。
I've been sent by the government as a replacement until another director is assigned.
へえ
Gilbert chatted casually with the man as we were led through the casino.
あいつがここに来たのは数年前だったが
Started here a few years ago,
思っ
didn't
たよ
he?
り短い付き合いになったな
I guess he didn't last as long as
ディレットーレは政府
expected.
の役人だ。何かしらの事情が動いたんだろ
The directory is employed by the government. There must have been a
う。
reassignment.
もっとも、俺たちには関係ない話だろうが。
Not that it concerns us at all. Then again,
公認は言葉が通じるといいんだが
I hope the next guy is easier to work with. Indeed. Gilbert took a seat and then looked at me.
彼女はどうしてる
How is Lily doing?
結局あのほとぼりが冷めた後も屋敷にずっと置いてるんだろ
You got her to come with you, right?
同意あってのことだ。彼女も今の環境に馴染んでいる。
She has agreed to live in the manor. She's accustomed to the environment
自
already.
由に教会と行き来できるようにもしている。もちろん護衛はつけているが。
She can visit the church as she pleases, though I do have guards to accompany
と言っ
her.
ても毎日出歩くわけじゃねえだろ
Still, she doesn't go there every
屋
day.
敷で暇を持て余してるんじゃねえか
Isn't it boring sitting around at your
い
place?
や、日中は屋敷の家政婦と一緒になって料理を作ったり。
No, she helps the maids clean the manor and prepare the
へ
meals.
えまるで新妻だな
So she's your wife.
お前までそんなことを。
I'm not sure where you got that from. Maybe it was the proposal.
なんだ他のやつにも言われてるのか
Well, come on. I can't have been the first to say it.
なるほど
I
ま
see.
ファルツォーネファミリーは徹底した純血主義だからな
Come to think of it, the Falzone's family always has been about continuing the
お前
bloodline.
がようやく女を囲ってくれて構成員連中も安心したってとこか
Guess everyone there is finally feeling better now that they see you with a
Ah.
woman. I suppose.
ニコラも喜んでるんだろ
Nicola must be pretty happy
か
then.
らかわれてばかりで困る。ニコラは昔から。
He enjoys having someone to ridicule. Nicola has always been the same.
俺が彼女を気にかけていたことを知っているから。
And he knows very well that I actually care for her.
本題に入るぞ、ギルバート。
Back to the topic, Gilbert.
なんだよここからがいいとこじゃねえか
Come on, I was just getting
お
started.
前にそこまで個人的な話をする義理はないだろ
I have no reason to share my personal life with you.
たくつれねえな
You're a wet blanket, you know that?
別におかしなことじゃねえだろ友人の恋路が気になるのは
It isn't strange, you know, asking a friend about their love life.
う。誰が友人だ。
Who's a friend here? I frowned at him, but oddly enough, I wasn't angry at all. Just when the torta was ready, I heard a noise coming from the entrance. It must be Dante. She gets kidnapped. Welcome home, Dante.
ただいま。
Tadaima, I'm back.
これをお前に。
This is for you. He handed me a small bouquet of daisies. How cute.
お前の方が可愛い。
You're much cuter. Oh, shut up. Huh?
どうした？
What's the matter? Oh, nothing. Nothing. Did your meeting with Gil go well?
あ、おかげで予定より早く帰れた。
Thankfully, we finished much sooner than expected. If you have some time, how about some tea? The torta I promised you is hot out of the oven.
じゃあ一緒に食べよ
Let's have some together, Lily.
う。後で執務室に持ってきてくれるか？
Will you join me in my office later? Certainly. We spent our time together chatting idly through the remainder of the evening. The torta I made today was filled with lemon cream. I was very pleased with it. Seeing that he wasn't talking much while eating, I think it came out perfectly. I'll put the bouquet in my room. Thank you for the lovely gifts.
喜んでくれたならよかった。
I'm glad that you're
花屋
happy.
でふと目に留まって、お前の笑顔が浮かんだからあの花にした。
I just happened to be by the florist. Thinking about your smile made me choose them. I held my breath at his words. Lily. I'm fine. I shook my head and gave a smile to try and hide the redness appearing on my face. It's nothing.
それなら構わないが。
If you say so.
なあ、そういえばギルバートがお前に会いたがっていた。
By the way, Gilbert mentioned that he wanted to see
そのう
you.
ち場を設けるかもしれないが、構わないか？
I might set up some time for you to see him. Is
お
that
そら
alright?
くこの屋敷に招いての会食という形になるだろ
I think we'll invite him here for dinner. Yeah, sure. Why me? Did he want me to be like, no, ew, gross, another man? Dante looked a bit perplexed. He hesitatedly began to
う。俺
speak.
としてはあまり合わせたくない。
I actually don't want you to see him. Why not?
このところお前がますます綺麗になっていくようで、
You've become more beautiful by the day, and
他の男に見せたくないんだ。
I don't want to show that to any other man. Girl's about to get locked in a cage. His embarrassed smile was so beautiful that I didn't know what to say. But Dante didn't notice my expression and continued on to another
それと
subject. Oh, and
明日の夜
also,
取引先との会食がある。
I have a dinner meeting with a client
帰りは遅く
tomorrow.
なるから先に寝ていてくれ。
I'll be late, so you can go ahead and sleep ahead of me. Okay, I understand. I found my calm again and nodded in acknowledgement. After speaking with Dante, I left the room with the empty dishes. Dante's been looking after me ever since things have settled, but recently he's been kinder to me. I suppose I could say he's been sweeter. You got this ending because you're engaged. Why are they acting like they're not engaged? He was always making my heart race. We really didn't have the luxury of time back when we lived together at the hideout. Come to think of it, he gave me roses before as an apology. Maybe I'm seeing now. Maybe what I'm seeing now is the true Dante. He was an Italian through and through. I thought it would make sense that he was naturally able to approach women like this. He gives flowers and spoils me with sweet words. I mean, yes, I'm happy about it, but I can't keep up with his approaches. I can't stop myself from blushing each time. Having someone I admire pamper me so much made my heart throb. I really need to get used to this. That was what I thought until a few days later.
ボンジョルノ。
Buongiorno, Lily. Ah, welcome home, Nicola. Nicola returned and greeted me with a smile on his face. Where is Dante?
今日は議員たちに顔見せ。夕食は会合ついでに済ませてくれって。
He went to meet with the lobbyists. He'll be attending a dinner meeting as well. I see.
最近あまり会えていない？
You haven't seen him lately. No, I usually see him in the mornings. Not that we have much time to
ごめん
talk.
ね。僕が変われる仕事なら変わるんだけど。
Sorry, I wish I could do Dante's work in his stead.
このところカポが顔を出さなくちゃいけない集まりが多くて。
Most of the meetings require the family boss's presence. He can't help being so busy. Ever since the new year began, the government pressures against the mafia had gotten worse. I recalled hearing some of the men here talk about it.
でも寂しいよね。
But aren't you lonely? Well,
ダンテは君に寂しい思いをさせている。それと忙しさとはまた別の
Dante
問題
being
だよ。
busy and him making you lonely are two separate things. Nicola, what is it? How long will Dante be this busy?
それは本人に聞いた方がいいんじゃない？
Why don't you ask him yourself? Myself?
意地悪で言ってるわけじゃないよ。
I'm not saying it to be mean, you know.
そういうことをダンテは君から直接聞かれたいだろうなと思って。
I just figured Dante would be happy to hear you ask about him. Ask him about it. Do you think?
少なくとも僕だったらそう。
That's what I'd do, at least. Asking him directly feels like I'm just burdening him with more things, but I didn't have a good reason to refute Nicola's suggestion. It was late night when I finally was able to return to the manor. It's been like this more often recently. I leave in the morning and return at night.
彼女に会いたい。
I want to see her. Her smile was all I needed to do away with the overwhelming fatigue I felt. Yet I froze each time I stood in front of
彼女
Lily's
は朝
store.
が早い。もう寝ているはずだ。
She's an early riser. She must be
起こ
asleep.
してしまうのは悪い。
I don't want to wake her up, but a good reason for me not to knock. I exhaled to shake off my feelings and continued walking past her room. Are you two engaged or not? Like, bro. Not seeing Dante had continued for the past 2 weeks. I let out a sigh as I read a book in my room. This isn't good. Nothing I've read is sticking in my mind. I marked my page with a bookmark I made with the daisies from Dante. I started to say diary. I don't even know. Everything is the same as usual except for not seeing Dante. Going to church and making sweets wasn't making me feel much better. Dante was so busy that I wasn't even able to see him in the mornings either. I wish I could talk to him. Not only talk, but I began to blush thinking about the selfish things I wished I could do with him. I looked out the window by chance and saw Dante coming out of a car that had just parked outside the manor. I quickly stood up from my chair and rushed to the kitchen. I prepared a sweet cup of cafe latte and brought it straight to Dante's office. I took a breath in front of his office and slowly knocked on the door. Dante, I have a cup of coffee latte for you.
入ってくれ。
Come in. I finally saw him in front of me. That alone made me want to jump with joy. I set the cafe latte down on Dante's desk. He looked up from the pile of papers. You're early today.
ああ。これから夜にまた取引がある。
Yes, but I have a meeting tonight too.
必要な書類を確認したらすぐに出なければなら
Remember
な
when
い。
he's like, do you care that I'm a mafia boss? Like I care that you're so busy that you can't even like see me for like 5 minutes in the day. We live in the same house. I need to step out again as soon as I finish reviewing these documents. I see.
カフェラテを飲む時間くらいはある。
I have enough time for the cafe latte.
グラッツェ。
Grazie, Lily. After taking a sip, Dante went back to the papers on his desk. I'd better leave quietly so that I don't disturb Dante's work, but I couldn't get my legs to move. There's so much I want to say to him. I didn't want to leave his office yet. Noticing that I hadn't left yet, Dante raised his head up from the papers.
どうした？
What is it? Dante, you've been busy recently. You're coming home late too.
ああ、
Is the work that important?
そうだな。
It is.
ん？
When will your work settle down? The tone of my voice was so childlike that I surprised even myself. Lily? I'm sorry, Dante. He's going to be upset with me. I'm sorry to disturb you. Please don't push yourself too hard. I hurriedly turned around and grabbed the door handle. Lily. I turned around hearing him call my name. He didn't look upset. In fact, he was smiling.
おいで。
Come here. Is she gonna be treated like a kitty cat? You gonna sit me in your lap? I hesitantly approached Dante at his desk. Suddenly, he took my arm. Dante gently pulled me onto his lap. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you know this, but I've played an Otome game before. I know the recipe. He looked up at me with gentle eyes. There are so many things I wanted to say to Dante, but somehow I couldn't speak. I was scared that I'd sound like a spoiled child again. Two things can be true. Dante spoke
すまなか
kindly.
った。
I'm sorry, Lily.
最近時間が取れなくて寂しい思いをさせた。
I didn't make time to be with you. You must have been so lonely. No, you're busy. So it can't be helped. I don't need an apology. I just
仕事は言い訳にならない。
working isn't an excuse.
一人の男として恋人を不安にさせた俺が悪い。
As a man, leaving my love and anxiety is more than enough reason to apologize. Dante.
こうして見つめ合うのも久しぶりだ。
It's been a while since I looked into your
お前
eyes.
に会いたい。お前の顔が見たい。
I want to see you. I want to be
ゆっ
with
くり
you.
二人で過ごす時間が欲しい。最近そんなことばかり考えていた。
I want all the time in the world to spend with you. That's been on my mind all this time. His honest words were warming my heart. You've been so sweet to me since I started living here. It may be normal for you, Dante, but for me it isn't normal at all.
こういうの
What do you mean? Like how you give me flowers and say that I'm cute or that I'm beautiful and like you take really good care of me, you buy me books, you bought me a cat, even kissing me on your way out. I just keep wondering what I did to deserve this.
嫌だったか。
You don't like it? No, if anything, it makes me really, really happy. It's just, I can't stop my heart from racing each time you do those things. And before I knew it, I realized I couldn't live my life without you spoiling me like this. Look at me, I'm a spoiled baby. So not seeing you is really lonesome. You've never been this lonely. I've never been this lonely before. I'm really not sure how to control
抑えなく
it.
ていい。
Why
甘え
control
ても
it?
らえる方が俺は嬉しいし、もっとお前を甘やかしたい。
I'd be even happier if you'd let me spoil you even more than now. Please.
以前、思いをきちんと言葉にできず、お前を悲しませてしまっただろう。
Remember how I made you sad when I wasn't able to relay my feelings
だ
to
か
you?
ら、できるだけ気持ちを伝えようと、最近は俺なりに努
So
力し
I've
てい
been
た。
doing my best to try and express my feelings as much as possible. Really?
ああ、
Yes. I was surprised. I didn't think you could do all of this so naturally, Dante. I thought it was just something you did.
自然に見えていたなら安心した。
I'm glad it looked natural to you. Oh my god! Oh look, I got the chaser. Yeah. OMG, 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 OMG. I got a package. I didn't like flash my address to everybody, did I? It's fine. You can stalk me. I just got a package. I just got a package. I know who it's from. I do. Making sure the address is on the side I'm not showing. Okay. This is a weird way to wrap things. These usually come in something. Alright. Wow. I think it's actually bigger than my current mat. But look. Man, look at them. It's so pretty. Oh yeah, this is nice. Oh, this is, oh, it is bigger than my current mat. Oh my gosh, it is huge. Oh goodness. I really like the art on it. That's why I grabbed it, because I was like, oh, you know what? Because I want to like show my desktop or my tabletop sometimes, and I just don't. I bought the one I have, or I got the one I have as a gift, and I know it's not like an official gamepad, so I don't want to show that off because I don't like showing off stuff that's not like official. I will use stuff that's not official if it's given to me. I don't seek it out. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel the same way about most things, unless it's like artist made, which I don't think this was made by the artist, so. And it's cute and it matches my chair because it's Nezuko, but this is cute. I really like this. I think it's really pretty. Oh, I can't wait to set that up once I'm able to sit down and wipe down my entire desk. I also need to wipe down my keyboard. It has some dusties on it. I used to keep the plastic cover over it, and I lost it when I switched stuff around. I don't know where it went. I'm glad it looks natural to you. Dante. Sorry, Dante. I got distracted by K-pop Demon Hunters. Which I keep saying Demon Slayer and Demon Hunter interchangeable. I'm always thinking of how I can keep a smile on my lover's face. It's good to know I was on the right track. Dante is doing all of this for me. They are Demon Slayers, right? It's just a different font. It's just I've been saying them like I was like, oh, let me look up Demon Hunter. I look up Demon Slayer, and I'm like, Tanjiro, that's not the person I meant to look at. I finally realized how much love Dante was giving me even now. Lily, thank you, Dante. I'm all right now. I regained my calm and got off of his lap. All right, time to leave. I'm sorry to have bothered you. Anyways, Dante looked at me with a serious expression on his face. I'll probably be busy for a while. But I have no intentions of making you feel lonely. Dante! I haven't had much of you recently. Can I visit your room tonight? It may be late at night, but yes, of course, anytime you want. I'll be waiting. Wink. Dante rose slightly from the chair. I faced him and we kissed each other gently. We'll continue tonight. I can't wait. I nodded amidst the deafening sound coming from my heartbeat. I feel that. I left the office after Dante finished his cafe latte. I'd rather not leave, but I wasn't lonely anymore. Dante's words were all I needed to keep warm inside. I looked out the window to see the sky painted a vivid red. I never wanted night to fall so quickly. Dante would be coming to my room tonight. Until then, I'll keep thinking about him. I just know it. Do you?
君は確かに罪を犯したけれど、
You've certainly committed many sins, but
君がその手を血に染めたのは、僕たちにも少なからず責任がある。
they're gonna play kitty cards. Is that like another version of Go Fish? It is partially our responsibilities that you've dirtied your hands with blood.
だから、殺してしまうのは、
So, killing you isn't an option.
教えでもむやみな殺人は禁じているし、
We do
それに
preach not to kill others. What are you?
ん？何って、君の未来の話だよ。
Oh, I'm talking about your future here.
未来
Future?
僕は必要な時にしか動かない。
I'll only move when I have
こうして
to.
君を連れてきたのだって、 遊びや気まぐれというわけじゃないんだ。
I didn't bring you here simply on a whim.
君にはまだ役目が残っている。
You still have a role to fulfill.
君は気づいていないだろうけれど、星たちはちゃんと知っている。
You may not know that, but the stars do.
放っておくと君自身がその運命をねじ曲げてしまいかねない。
Leaving you alone may lead you to twisting your fate by your own hands.
だからしばらくは僕のところでおとなしくしてもらうよ。
So, I'm gonna have you stay put for a while.
ああ、
Your...
君は。
犯した罪を悔い改める時間は長ければ長いほどいい。
Is Emilio a bad boy? Wait. The more time you have to repent for your sins, the better.
君もそう思うだろう。
I see that hair. He's got the hair. Is Emilio got a grown-up version? Isn't that right?
アンリ、
Henry. Every time he says stars, I hear perv. Oh my goodness. Is that why every time he's like, the stars, you're like, ew, gross. Are stars people? Am I missing a picture? What did I forget to do? Dante. Oh no, I got them all. Okay, great. Oh, I just forgot about this one. Okay. Did I? Oh, that's when he was drunk. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, this one's so cute. Okay, perfect. Got all of Dante's photos. We're gonna go over to start. Oh, set name, X. Oh no, cancel. Oh gosh. Okay. So cute, babies. Yeah, I know, that was adorable. I was not prepared for that. I was like, is that you? Is that you as a bad boy, Emilio? Alright. I have to start here, question mark? Do I have to start here? I don't know if I have to start here, but I reset her name, so let's see. Yeah. Please. Please do. Las Torres. Alright, let's see. Good morning, I guess. We're gonna skip what we can skip and go, get to his route. I might be able to play for about an hour before we leave. That's what life is. Do you want to know, guys? That's what life is. I wonder. Actually, wait, hang on. Let me see. I wonder how much overlap there is between Orlok and him. Because if there's a couple things, then maybe I can save when it diverts, because Orlok would be... I think Orlok's next, right? Or Gilbert? I don't even know anymore. Yeah. Nope. Nope, it's already changed. It's already different. Never mind. It's already different. Alright. I think they had a reason.
シニョリーナ、少しいいかい?
Signorina, may I ask you something? Oh, it's new already? It's him! Who was it who wanted to see you play Yang's route? Oh goodness. Was it Asia? It was somebody who's like, we're doing Yang's next. We just do Yang's. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. I mean, in terms of initial order, Yang was low because Orlok was my number one. And the thing is, they have a lot of nice characters. Orlok was my number one. I know not everybody likes Orlok. It's okay. I understand. But I'm that girl. I'm ride or die until he ruins it. Huh? A voice called to me as I passed the casino. Is that him without his mask on? The man looked like he was in his 30s and was quite handsome. Is there something the matter?
些細なことが気になったものだから。もしや、君はカジノに興味があるのかと。
I was just curious. Do you have any interest in the casino? Oh, I was just just passing by. I don't have a particular interest. I didn't have a talent for gambling. How do you know? But more than that, I wasn't the type to even step inside a
満点の
casino.
回答だ。
A perfect answer.
そうとも、君のような女性はこんな真靴に足を踏み入れるべきではないよ。
Indeed, someone like yourself would not take interest in such a hellhole. Someone like myself? You speak as if you know me. This is the first time we've met, isn't it?
いや、違わない。私たちが言葉を交わすのは初めてだよ。
Ooh, I like how... I'm listening. This is the first time we've exchanged words. That's a certain way of saying it.
しかしながら、立ち居振る舞いを見るだけで、その人のあり方は大方予想がつくものだ。
Wait, that's the right side. I almost made myself shorter. I would have cried. Wee. Okay. I would have cried. Could you imagine me in tears right now? I simply made an assumption based on your appearance and demeanor. He continued to speak in a way that made it seem like he was warning me.
君は賭博場など関わらない方がいい。
Do not get yourself involved in gambling.
賭け事では所詮、真に価値のあるものなど手に入れようがないのだから。
He is cute. He is cute. I like him. After all, no one ever wins that truly matters. Never wins what truly matters. And with that, he turned around and walked away. Which reminds me, I did win the lottery, if you guys didn't know. Who is he? And what's his number? That was the first time we met that guy. But we met this stupid idiot a few times. Alright. Thank that guy. I don't need it. I don't want it. Ask for the blessing for tomorrow. Oh, I can't skip it. If you're not new... Oh, wait.
だって
黙れ。
Okay, anyways, we'll go. Oh, gosh. He's got such a good voice. Oh, man. And he looks great without a shirt on. I do think he's a good person, but he is in the mafia, so, you know, be mindful. It's unusual to see someone so young, my guy. You believe so much. Oh, this is the first time we're using this one. Your smile is all that matters, Elena. As long as you keep smiling, the people of Strano will be able to smile with you too.
そうかしら。
Is that so? Elena looked worried, so I responded to her with confidence. Why, yes, your smile is contagious. She's blushing. We should date her. Elena was a dear friend. That's how some romances start. Her smile and her gentle kindness has saved me countless
ありが
times.
とう、リリー。
Thank you, Lily.
おかげで少し落ち着いてきたわ。できるだけいつも通り笑えるように頑張ってみる。
The way you say right. Okay, we went to a basketball game on Sunday. We were gonna go to a concert Sunday, Coheed and Cambria. had a concert on Sunday, but it got rescheduled to today, and we already had to do Samurai, so I was like, well, let's just not go. We've seen Kohen and Cambria before. I do love them. But there was a basketball game the same day, and my sister loves going to the basketball game. It's Mercury. They're the women's local basketball team. And I fell in love with the guy who was the announcer, because when like the Mercuries would make it, he'd be like, yeah, I can't remember her name. I called her Sableye. I was like, Sableye made it. And like they're really excited. And then when the other team would make it, he'd be like, Natasha Cloud. And like there was a teleprompter with the words on the screen, and it would have a period. So the way you said right just felt like it had a period at the end of that. So like it'd have like an exclamation point when it'd be like, yeah, Sableye, but then it'd be like Natasha Cloud, period. And I felt that just I just kept looking like, look, it's got a period at the end. And she's like, yeah, I see it. It was hilarious. I thought it was funny. I feel a bit better now. I'll try my best to keep a real smile on my face as much as possible.
それに、あなたが隣にいてくれると思うと、それだけで安心できるのよね。
I can do this as long as you're with me. Really? I'm just happy to help you in some small way, Elena.
少しどころじゃないわ。ものすごくよ。ものすごく。
It's not a small way. You're always of such great help to me. Hehe. I broke into a smile myself seeing Elena doing her best to praise me. We were going to the store in Creta to pick up some supplies before heading into Strano. And as we walked through the busy streets, Elena suddenly pointed her finger. Say, is it Gilbert? Oh wait, we're sorry. I just started playing it like it was normal. Talk to him. Is there something you need? Excuse me, but is there something that you need? If I can help, let me know.
は？なんで俺がそんなこと？
Why would I?
今のは別に違うからな。
That doesn't count, you hear? What doesn't count?
聞こえなかったのか？
You didn't hear me? I didn't.
ふーん。
Why don't you stand in line? We have food for everyone. You should try my torta à la monde. It's my specialty. I would love to see you enjoy a good meal.
へえ、姉ちゃんがそこまで言うなら食ってやらねえこともねえけど。
If you say so, I guess I could fill my stomach for you. Really? That would be great. Would you line up over there with everyone?
ああ。
Okay. I'll see you later.
待てよ姉ちゃん。
Wait up. Huh? He said Nathan. Oh.
ありがとう。
Thanks. You are very welcome. Dang.
ねえ、ちょっといいかしら。
Uh-oh. Say, do you have a moment for you? Yeah. What is it?
私ね、お腹が空いちゃって。
I'm hungry. You like eating, don't you? Why would you say that?
だって、あなたが作ったトルタ、すごく美味しそうだったでしょ？
It's your fault. The torta you made looks
もし
good.
余ったら私が食べちゃおうと思っていたんだけど、全部なくなっちゃって。
I was gonna snack on leftovers, but they're all gone.
私のお腹はもうすっかりトルタ気分なのに、このままじゃ耐えられない。
I just can't bear another minute without having something sweet. Is she a literal gremlin? Oh, Elena, you silly goose.
だからね、帰りにパネッテリアに寄りたいんだけど。
Is she a snake? Is that what's happening here? So then, how about we stop by the panetteria before we head back? How about we do? I'll go tell the sisters.
グラッツェ、リリー、大好きよ。
Really? Grazie, Lily. You're the best. Elena looks really happy. Sister?
はい？
Yes? Elena and I will clean up
そう？
here.
お願いして大丈夫？
Are you sure? Yeah, it shouldn't take long. I'd also like to go someplace with Elena after this so we can take care of the
わかり
rest.
ました。では、
私たちはもう戻ります。
Understood. We will head back then and leave you two girls all alone in this strange town.
あなたたちもあまり遅くならないようにね。
Don't stay out too late, you hear me? Yes, sister. We saw them off and began to clean up.
あそこのお店なの。すぐ買ってくるからちょっと待っていて。
Over there, I'll be right back. Okay, be careful. I don't know why I just thought about the Atome game you were talking about shoes, and I think it'd be really cute if like the person is like in their house and they're cleaning and they find like a really old set of shoes and that takes them to a love interest that's like in the past, like a portal moment. It could be a DLC. Hear me out. It's a DLC. Elena ran off in the direction of a nearby bakery. Good thing we made it before they closed. A sweet aroma drifted from the bakery as I waited for Elena to return. The potential. Yeah, or she could go shoe shopping as a DLC, and then you could have multiple shoe options there. The area was getting dark with not many people around. What's taking her so long?
金の髪、緑の目。
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
リリアーナ・アドルナートだな。
You must be Liliana Aldonato. Excuse me? Exotic clothes? They don't seem to be local. Are they members of the Lao Shu?
悪いが、しばらく眠ってもらう。
This is for your own good. Gasp! Did I, forget to put a timestamp in when I started Prologue again? I'm just gonna put a timestamp in now that's like ... Prologue, so I remember. Ah, you're kidnapped. Oh no, wait, did they kidnap her thinking she was me? I know they do try to kill her in a route.
あなたたち何しているの？
What are you doing?
見られちまったか。めんどくせえ。
Damn it, she saw us. What a
し
pain.
かし、よく見りゃあっちもなかなかの上玉だ。
But she's a
い
pretty
い目
nice
で売
looking
れるぜ。
broad.
こりゃ。
I'm sure she would fetch a premium.
やめ。
Stop. Then they kidnap us both. Oh no. We did the thing, I think. Fated encounter. Okay. Oh, I'm not gonna. So I'm gonna close the tutorial now. I only keep it open to get to the route. I like to experience the story myself based on my own poor choices. And then I'll do the other thing. Yay. I wasn't paying attention to the name of the chapter though. So chapter 1. ... I slowly regain consciousness. My head hurts. What a strange nightmare. I shouldn't get the hiccups right now, but I did. I should get up soon to clean the church. Huh? I lifted my heavy eyelids. Immediately a dark room came into view. I sat up and looked around, but my surroundings were completely unfamiliar. What am I doing here? I don't need the flashback, it's fine. It can't be. Was I abducted? If so, have I been brought to Velino? Why would they bring me here? My mind was all over the place. Confusion and anxiety filled my chest. What do I do? What could I do? In the midst of my confusion, I heard people talking outside.
これいいだろ。あとは報告だな。
This should be fine. All that's left is to report it.
おとなしく自分の部屋にいてくれりゃいいんだが。
Yeah, I hope he's in his room,
あの
but
人、すぐ行方くらますしな。
that
期待しね
guy
え方がいいぞ。
always disappears. Don't get your hopes up. These voices, were they the ones who abducted me? Who is the he they're talking about? There were so many questions I wanted to ask. I'm scared. I knew for a fact that just waiting around wouldn't do any good. I can move both my hands and feet. I was somewhat surprised to see they hadn't tied me up. Maybe it was because I was unconscious. Perhaps they underestimated me. I might have a chance to escape. I felt a faint sense of hope and tiptoed to the door. Thank God they didn't lock the door. I carefully opened the door so I wouldn't make a sound, then peered into the hall. Seeing that the coast was clear, I sighed with relief. I had almost lost all hope when I realized I was abducted by the Lao Shu. I may have a little bit of luck left. Careful not to make a sound, I slowly opened the door wider and stepped into the hallway. I tiptoed my way down the corridor. Eventually, I found a stairway leading downstairs. I hear people's voices downstairs. There seems to be a few people on the bottom landing. Could they be guards? If I just walked down the stairs, they would definitely see me. If I can't use the stairs, maybe the window? But what floor am I on? For the time being, I should find a window. Maybe over here? I've been caught! I instinctively ran for it, but the only place I could go was upstairs. Hey, wait! Shut up already. What's all the fuss? There was a girl just walking around here. Did someone bring her in? Crap, where did she go? We need to catch her. Pants. I ran up the stairs and hid behind a nearby wall. All the stairs looked similar, so I had no idea how far up I went. I think she's around here somewhere. Where'd she go? Is she in one of the rooms? The men opened each door and hurriedly searched inside the rooms. As they did so, I held my breath and turned back towards the stairs. I don't think I can escape out the window from this floor. I just need to get as far down as I can. Oh no, someone's coming upstairs. I knew that if I ran back upstairs, I'd be trapped between them. But if I stayed here, I'd be caught for sure. Please, God. My heart was pounding with fear as I ran up the stairs. I opened the door at the end of the staircase and found myself on the rooftop. I felt the cool air on my skin and looked up at the night sky. For a second, I felt the tension break. This is a dead end. There was nowhere else for me to run. I was faced with the bitter reality and felt a sense of desperation come over me. I thought there was no one else on the rooftop until now. Oh no, someone's here. There was a dark shadow that blended into the night standing at the edge of the rooftop. Was he looking at the stars? Or was he looking down at the lights of the town beneath him? He's not turning around. Would he have heard the door open as I came up here? Did he not see me? Then if I'm able to hide myself, I might be able to get away, just as I felt that faint hope. The shadow slowly turned around. The golden eyes that shone in the night seemed to be in a daze as if they couldn't see me. I had a really bad feeling about this, an instinctive fear deep down. Who is he? I cowered from the eerie shadow. My body was beginning to tremble with fear. Okay. If we run, does he kill us? Gonna save over this because that was just a keep the spot save. I might be able to make a run for it. He either didn't realize that I was here or he was simply not interested in me. Either way, this was my last opportunity to get out of here. That's all I could think. I have no choice but to go back down the stairs. I had a better chance there than continuing to stand up here. There was no other way. I couldn't exactly jump to the neighboring building. But to be honest, there was a part of me that felt like I could. Oof. I was concerned and unable to make a sound decision. There was no way I could escape. I had fallen into the rat's nest. I finally found you, you brat, making us run all over the place. I had ran back downstairs and the man from earlier found me. They roughly grabbed my arms with no concern whatsoever. Please let me go. Quit moving. No, if just staying still is only going to get me caught, then I must find a way out. Hey! I used all of my power to throw off his arm. As I swung his arm away, I lost my balance. I felt my feet slip off the stairs and my body fell down the stairs. Oh, for some reason it didn't hurt, but my body wouldn't move at all.
どうすりゃいいんだよこれ。
This is not what I thought would happen. Why did you
知ら
do
ねえ
this?
ぞ俺は。やったのはお前だからな。
Not my problem. You did this to her. Your fault.
だってこんなのヤンに知られたら俺が殺されるじゃねえか。
Yang finds out he's going to kill me. I just realized my phone cable isn't plugged in. That's a random statement, but I just wanted everybody to know that my phone's fine, so I don't know how that happened. Yang's gonna kill me. As I heard the men argue, my vision blurred. I couldn't tell what had happened to my body. My consciousness faded, and I would never regain it again. What a short story. I thought he would kill us. I thought like he would see us as a threat and not realize who we were or something. Like I didn't think we were gonna get thrown downstairs. I have to say something. I have to, literally. It might be a futile effort, but just maybe he might be different from the other men. He didn't rush to capture me like the others. Even if this is Lao Shu's base, I'm sure not everyone is a bad person. They may even hear me out. I hung onto whatever hope I had left and spoke up. I'm sorry for bothering you. I think I've been brought here by mistake. If possible, could you please not tell anyone that you saw me? Did he just smile? A moment ago, I was relieved to think I'd been spared. However, I was now terrified. The moment I saw him smile, I froze. I just couldn't move. In that next moment, oh my. My lips were sealed. That's a choice. That is a choice. Look at them tattoos though, like, dang, she's got those beads wrapped up in her hair. I don't think I noticed them being wrapped in her hair before. What the? A slender arm had reached out and catching me by the chin, it pulled me in. And in my vision was an unexpectedly beautiful person drawing closer to me. Our faces touched. I could smell a sweet flowery fragrance and felt something wet on my lips. Huh? What? What's happening? I struggled to break free from his grasp and turned my face away. Stop! But they wouldn't listen. Despite having a very thin fingers, the power of his strength was too much. I felt like a sweet poison was entering my lips. My head felt dizzy and my vision went white. I felt myself. Oh, he's poisoning us. It's not a kiss, guys. It's fine. I like the choices are fight it or ... Not at this. No, at this rate. I tried to resist once more and tried with all of my might to twist my body away. His lips wouldn't part from mine, so all I could do was swing my hands up. What are you doing? I slapped his face with all of my might and finally could breathe freely. Furious, I glared straight at him. That's great. The smirk never left his face and he showed no signs of anger at my resistance. He wasn't even fazed by the slap. Does he feel no pain? I was confused. He asked in a whisper.
どうして抵抗する? 俺が気に食わないか?
Why do you resist? Do you find me repulsive? Repulsive? What? That's not the issue here. To kiss someone I've never met whose name I don't even know? God, that expression. Yeah, they know what they're doing. It's a problem. His statement was so insensitive that I couldn't help but raise my voice. You expect me to just accept this? This is so appalling. He should be ashamed of himself. As if no longer finding this entertaining, his smile disappeared.
そうか。ご教授に感謝しよ
I see. Then I must thank you. Thank
う。
me?
ああ、女から望まれることはあっても、抗われた経験はないものでな。
We're the first one to slap this guy? I don't believe that. I mean, he's gorgeous, but I can't believe that. I've had many women desire me, and not a single one has resisted me. The man spoke with such arrogance. I never wanted this. The man gave a taunting stare and spoke with some air of
この
surprise.
拠点に出入りしている女など、商売女と相場は決まっているが。
I need an acrylic stand of him. Oh my god. But what kind of version would you need? Like him showing all of his tattoos? Or just like the suaviness? The women who come through our base usually hail from the red light
違っ
district.
たのか？気づかなかった。
Do you not? I hadn't noticed? Is he saying I look like them? I glared back at him and responded as calmly as I could. Oh my gosh. I'll exchange it for my kidney. Honestly, I would too. Mine's is not the greatest one, so they can have it. I do not. I've never been mistaken for such a person before.
それは失礼した。では、誰かの客人か？
So rude of me. So are you someone's guest? Oh my god, this guy. He gave me a challenging smirk, but I couldn't answer. I don't think I can ask him for help. Standing so close to him, I looked into his eyes once more, and I knew his deep golden eyes seemed to draw me into a trap. A devilish color like a full moon on the horizon. Oh my, I'd love a Nindroid of Yang. I'm really sad I missed out on the opportunity to get the Amnesia one of, I just call him the Joker, but I know he has a real name. I have a Kent one. See? Don't like that guy. And in the depths of those eyes, there were no human emotions, only emptiness. I think they could definitely get away with them. My only Atomi merch that I bought. The games are pretty much the only merch I buy. And sometimes they're special. In the depths of those eyes were no human emotions, only emptiness. Simply locking eyes with him is giving me the chills. I felt like I was looking into a void. I have a void. It's my phone. It's my phone background. Look, that's a void. It's a void. Can you tell it's him? Can you see his face? It's Lewis Pullman from. Never mind. It's fine. It's fine. It's black and white, and it's too bright of an image. I know. I think it's funny. Footsteps barged onto the rooftop. It was the men looking for me.
すいません。いや、
Yang,
例の女がちょっ
forgive
と。
me. The girl from earlier.
ここにいる。
She's right here. He spoke casually, and I froze where I stood. It was Yang. He casually bent down and stared into my shaken face. He then whispered as if to a lover. Yang. In case you didn't know.
どうやら、お前は俺の客人らしいな。リリアーナ。
Seems that you are my guest, Liliana. Ahaha! I was at a loss for words. He knew from the beginning. He knew who I was. I had no choice but to accept this heavy truth. I knew there was no other option. See, yeah, okay, I'm down. I'm down. Does he say Lily? So excited. I'm excited for this day. There was never a way out for me from the very beginning. I just wanted to see what you would do, that's
それ
all.
で、自分の置かれた状況はどれくらい把握している？
So, how aware are you of your current predicament? They had taken me from the rooftop to a room inside where they sat me down on a chair. The members of the Lao Shu simply stood behind the man and didn't say a word.
言っておくが、諸生のために無知のふりをしようなどとは思わんことだ。
I'm gonna tell you now that there is no use in playing ignorant.
言葉の通じない相手とのおしゃべりほど苛立つものもないからな。
I cannot abide those who refuse to understand anything. He spoke in a tone that made it difficult to tell what his true intentions were. He continued without waiting for my answer.
もしお前が思考を放棄するような真似をすれば
If you abandon any effort to think for yourself,
何もわからない。すべて教えろ。とこちらに委ねるのであれば
if you tell me I don't know anything or tell me everything,
その脳みそは飾りなのだろう。俺はお前に価値を見出さない。
I will assume your brain is mere decoration. You will not be worth anything to me.
つまらないおしゃべりは嫌いだ。
I despise boring conversation.
お前が上手に話してみせたら、
He
通りに
likes
疑問
smart
に
girls.
答えてやろう。
Oh goodness. If you can speak intelligently, then I shall reward you by answering your questions.
それと、要点を絞ってわかりやすく話せ。
He also likes girls who enunciate. Additionally, speak clearly and get to the point. That he likes smart girls. That isn't me, but goddamn, I'll try. Same. Like, how well read do you need me to be?
ブルローネに来て数年経つが、イタリア語は煩雑でかなわん。
A few years have passed since I arrived in Berlin, and Italian is still far too complex for me. He can lie with such a straight face. He's been speaking in fluent Italian this whole time. I couldn't help but say. That seemed to come as a surprise to him, and he cocked his head. I suppose I have no choice but to prepare for the worst. I stared back at his golden eyes and spoke. I am clearly at a disadvantage.
そうか？発言を許してやるだけ優しいつもりだったが。
Is that so? Even though I was generous enough to allow you to speak, I was gonna draw his little tattoo on my face. I had planned to do that, but you know, we were still in the middle of a different route, so. His expression. Yeah, like this guy, he's oozing the confidence of someone who ain't me. Is that so? Even though I was generous enough to allow you to speak, and saying the wrong thing will end my life,
では、貝のように黙り込むか？
then will you say nothing? I can't. If I say nothing, you'll be displeased. You were the one who said I'm in a dangerous spot. If you abandon any effort to think for yourself, you will not be worth anything to me. Oh, God, that's what he said.
では、どうする？
Then what now? I'll talk because I have no other choice. I'll tell you everything that I know, and I'm going to see how you react.
俺を値踏みしようというわけか。
You're going to evaluate me, are you? His smile deepened as if the whole situation amused him. Without taking my eyes off him, I thought very hard and finally spoke. I'm in Velino. The people who attacked and abducted me called you Yang on the rooftop, which means you are the boss of the Lao Shu. The head of the Lao Shu rarely made appearances in the outside world. I've never met him, of course, nor had I ever seen him. However, I have heard of his name before, and if to confirm my assumptions, the man before me smiled widely.
ご名答。
Correct. He was exactly as he was rumored to be, a killer who took the lives of both friends and foe. No matter how many people did he kill in front of you just now that you can say that. No matter how inhumane or cruel, he was capable of doing anything without hesitation. He had an intimidating aura unlike anyone else.
それで、他に気づいたことは？
What have you surmised? The fact that you are showing your face must mean you brought me here for a specific reason. As much as I didn't want to believe it, that was the only conclusion I came to. That's all I can think of. With that, I clenched both of my fists, which were sitting in my lap. I don't know if my answer was what he was looking for. My body tensed, knowing that the worst could happen to me if it wasn't. He gave me a tormenting stare and slowly started to speak up.
悪くない。
Not bad.
言葉が通じる相手なら喋る価値もあるというものだ。
If you can be spoken with, then you are worth speaking to.
しかしリリアーナ、怯えているのか？震えているようだが。
Though, Liliana, are you frightened? You seem to be shaking. He was right. I couldn't help but look away. Being exposed to the threat of death, if I let my guard down, I may start to cry. Is Yang the kind of guy who likes direct honesty or playful coyness? I'm a direct person. This would be it's because you're intimidating me. That's right, you're intimidating. I decided to be honest. Being taken to the mafia base and being tested by its leader, of course I would feel this way. The best I can do was to try and keep my voice steady.
芝居はあまりうまくないようだな。
You're not a very good actress.
それでもペラペラと語ってみせたのはお前なりの虚勢だったか。
Blathering on this way was your attempt at bravado, was it?
しかし評価しよ
I commend your efforts. Commend because I said you were
う。
intimidating?
違う。お前は生存の可能性を高める努力を怠らなかった。
No, because you haven't yet stopped working to heighten your chance of survival. Then you're not going to kill me. He smirked and responded vaguely.
生きようという意志のあるものを手にかけるのは心が痛む。
It does pain me to kill someone who has a desperate desire to live.
俺も悪鬼羅刹ではないからな。
I'm not the devil after all. Is that so? As he said that, I felt he was scarier than a devil. Yang looked at the men who was standing by and muttered orders.
下がれ。
Leave. I like that one. I don't know. Far. Shut up. Die. That's a good girl. Look, I have some good ones. All right.
わかりました。何かあれば呼んでください。
Understood. Please call for us if you need anything. The vigilant men exited the room and I was left alone with Yang. Yang smirked, turning to me once
さ
more.
て、約束を守るとしよ
Now I suppose I shall fulfill my
う。
promise.
何か知りたいことがあるなら、気の向く範囲で答えてやるが。
If there is something you wish to know, I will answer whatever I feel like answering. Please. I need to think carefully. I'm sure he won't answer many questions. Once he's bored, he may end the session abruptly. I chose one thing that I was most curious about. I don't know if the why is as the matter as the what will happen. I don't know. What'll happen to me now?
さてな、どうされたい？
What indeed? Any ideas? He spoke in a joking way, but his eyes were still stone
不
cold.
安で仕方がないか。己の未来に怯えるのもいいが。
You are afraid, aren't you? I am pleased that you're afraid for your life.
自らの
But
頭を使うつもりがないなら、俺から教えてやることは何も
if
な
you
い。
have no plans to use your brains, there's nothing for me to tell you. Okay, fine. I guess I'll go back. I don't like his response. Why? Why did you take me? What is your
お
purpose?
前は親がいないらしいな。
It seems you are an orphan. Yes.
そして教会に保護された。記録では生後数日のうちにだ。
And you were taken in by the church by your records within several days of your birth.
しかし、お前はどこにでもいる不幸な家なき子ではない。
However, you are not the typical unfortunate child. Yeah, I think I was very blessed that the church took me in.
恵まれている。
Blessed, you say?
だが、お前の得意性はそれだけにとどまらない。
But the peculiarity doesn't end there. What do you mean? I had no idea what he was getting at, and he answered
教会
calmly.
に保護されたその時から今まで、
From the time you were taken in until now,
ファルツォーネファミリーがずっとお前を見守り続けてい
the
た。
Falzone family has been watching over you. The Falzone family. My eyes grew wide hearing that name. The mafia was watching over me?
調べはついている。
I did my
お前が
research.
保護された時期と前後して、ファルツォーネから教会への寄付金は倍増。
Since your arrival at the church, the Falzone's contributions to the church have doubled.
お前の参加していた炊き出しでは、高頻度でファルツォーネから護衛がつけられていた。
Your presence at the town's provisionings are often accompanied by the Falzone guard somewhere in the crowd. What?
お前は何も知らされていない。自分の立場に自覚もない。
You were not told anything. You have no understanding of the position you are in. Position?
そうだ。すでに教国筋の情報源からも裏を取っている。
Correct. I have verified the information from my connections with the church.
お前という存在に価値があることに間違いはない。
I'm certain that your existence has value. Position, existence, value. Those words together made no sense to me. I have never been aware of any connection between myself and the Falzone. But no matter how much I denied it, nothing would shake his conviction, and it wouldn't change the information he obtained either.
なんだ。
What is it? Perplexed, I asked another question. It was all I could do. Was the reason the Lao Shu took me to make a deal with the Falzone?
いいよ。ファルツォーネが大切にしている女に一度会ってみたくてな。
No, I simply wish to meet the woman who has captivated the Falzone.
だから招いた。それ以上の意味はない。
That's why I invited you. There's no other reason. So I can leave. He's lying with a straight face. He has no intentions of hiding his attribute. But if I really am connected to the Falzone, he could threaten them and ask for a ransom. It was easy for me to come to the conclusion that it was why they abducted
お
me.
前にはしばらくここで生活してもらう。食事は振る舞うし、寝床も用意してやる。
You are going to live here for some time. I will feed you and give you some place to stay. For some
フ
time.
ァルツォーネは今頃躍起になってお前を探しているはずだ。
I'm certain the Falzone are looking for you quite frantically now.
そして遠からずお前がここにいると知り奪い返しに来るだろう。
Eventually they'll realize that you are here and will come to retrieve you. So if the Falzone really does attack the Lao Shu, I can be free.
だからお前をベレーの地区より外には行かせない。
This is why you'll not be leaving Velino. Then that means you'll let me walk around as long as it's within Velino.
構わん。
I don't mind.
それと大切な客人に万一のことがあっては胸が痛む。専用の護衛をつけてやろう。
I would despair if something bad happened to my honored guest, so let's give you a guard. Yay! It's not really a guard, is it? Rather, someone to watch me. He saw me sigh gloomily, and his eyes thinned as if I were amusing
す
to
ぐ
him.
に殺しはしない。死なれてしまっては価値がないからな。
I won't kill you immediately. If you die, you won't be of any value to me. He won't kill me yet.
報告です、カポ。例の件についてなんですが、ついに
I have a
目撃
report,
証言
boss.
が上がりました。
About the situation, we finally found a witness.
続けろ。
Continue.
二人の男が彼女を路地に連れ込み、無理やり拉致するところを見たと。
They claim two men took her into the alley and abducted her from
服装
there.
からしてベレーノの人間、おそらくラオ州絡みじゃないかってことで、
Judging by their clothing, they were from the Lino, maybe even from the Lao Shu.
男たちが彼女を連れて ベレーの方面に向かったことは間違いなさそうです。
They said the men run off in that direction. That's as much as we
その後
know.
の足取りは今追ってます。
We're sending some men to find out
わかっ
where.
た。
Understood.
はい、失礼しました。
Yes, excuse me.
困ったことになったね。
You seem to be in a bind.
ああ、
Yes.
最近のラオ州は若い女性を無差別にさらっていたようだけど、
I've heard the Laoshi have recently been abducting random women.
無差別じゃなかったのかもね。すべては彼女にたどり着くためだったのかも。
I'm thinking perhaps it wasn't random. It may have been in an effort to reach her.
彼女を探していたと。
Are you saying they were looking for her?
うん。ヤンは彼女が僕たちの鍵だって知ってしまったのかもしれない。
I believe Yang has discovered that she is our key.
ヤンの思惑がどうであれ、俺たちはどんな手を使っても彼女を取り戻さなければならない。
Whatever Yang believes, we must do everything in our power to
ファ
retrieve
ルツォー
her.
ネの使命にかけて、必ず。
This has always been the Falzone's mission.
けどベレーの地区は危険だよ。
Bellino is dangerous.
ラオ州の息がかかった人間ばかりだし、僕たちでもおいそれとは立ち入れない。
They're all under the influence of the Laoshu. We can't simply waltz in.
僕たちは多組織の領域に立ち入らないのを暗黙の了解にしているしね。
We need to keep our distance from other families' territories. You know that.
どちらにしろ今すぐ動くわけにはいかない。都度状況に合わせて対応
In
しよう。
either case, we can't move this instance anyhow. Each situation requires a different
僕も
solution.
懇意の情報屋たちに探らせてみるから。
I'll have my informants investigate.
だが、もし彼女がラオ州のヤンの拠点に連れ去られたのなら、
If she was taken to the Laoshus, to Yang's
たやすく
headquarters,
嗅ぎつけられるような情報など転がってはいない
information
だろう。
may not be readily available.
それはそうだけど、だからって調べないわけにもいかないよ。
That is true, but we can't afford to not look into it.
らしくもなくイライラしているんだね、ダンテ。
This isn't like you, Dante. You're rattled.
そんなにあの子が心配なの？
Are you that worried about
違
her?
う。使命を守るためだ。
No, this is for the sake of my mission.
うん？
It's not like I fell in love with her the first time I saw her. When we were both 7.
当カジノのご利用に感謝いたします。本日もまた大きなお取引を終えられたようですね。
I humbly thank you for visiting our casino. It seems you've secured another large
あ
deal.
あもはや狩猟のあの方よりあなたの方がラオ州にとって欠かせない人材なのでは？
I feel you're far more necessary to the Laoshu than its current
あ
head.
まりおだてるな、ディレットーレ。何も出ないぞ。
Daretore, don't flatter me so much. You won't get away.
いい
Get your way
え。
out of it.
私は本心を申し上げているまで、あなたは今、狩猟代理として様々な面で表立って動かれておいでです。
I'm simply being honest. You're acting as the face of the organization in his stead and handling a great many
資
things.
金も芳醇に蓄えておられるようですし、実質、ラオ州の頭と言っても過言ではないかと。
With such wealth and prosperity, it's not a stretch to imagine you as the head of the Laoshu. Is it? The idea of him doing so at any time, any point, kept me from feeling relieved. I can't trust him. The anxiety that nested in my heart only grew. After Yang and I spoke for a short while, he brought me to a room. He told me he'd take me to my room, but clearly this room is already being used by someone. Like that. That is an acrylic standee, right? That. Like, oh my god. So much tribal.
寝る。
I'm sleeping. Wait a minute. I don't think you've explained his porcelain skin, his tattoos. Tattoo of an eagle spread across his chest. What? Girl, you're looking way closer than I am. Are we seeing the same? That is, I don't see an eagle. I see a flower. I've lost my mind. I tried my best to avert my eyes from his body and asked him, "This is the room I'm going to use, right?"
そうだ。
Yes. Then why are you taking your clothes off?
ここは俺の部屋だ。服を着たままだと寝心地が悪い。だから脱いだ。
This is my room. I'm uncomfortable sleeping with my clothes on. That's why I took them off. Your room? Then where's my room?
だからここだ。
I told you here. Is she sleeping on the tiger rug? Here?
そうだ。お前は大切な客人だからな。俺の部屋で休ませてやろう。
That's right. You are my guest of honor, so I'll allow you to rest in my room. I could feel all the blood in my head leave me. Is there any way you can prepare a separate room for me? It could be the room from earlier, or even a closet. Anywhere. Anywhere but here.
客人をそんなところに寝泊まりさせられん。第一、その部屋を使うときにお前が寝ていては邪魔だ。
I can't let a guest sleep in such a place. Besides, if you occupy any spaces I will use, you'd be in my way. But even so, we can't do this. Everything was happening so quickly, I felt dizzy and I couldn't say anything. To sleep in a room alone with another man, with a man, not another man. That's too. Even a closet. She's like, I will take a cabinet, please. Seeing me flustered, Yang gave an exhausted sigh.
二人きりでなければいいのか?
So you're fine as long as it's not the two of us. Huh?
部下どもが雑魚寝をしている部屋ならあるにはあるが。
I have other rooms where my men all sleep together.
大勢の男に囲まれて寝るのと、一人の男と共寝するのと。
Sleep in a room surrounded by many men or sleep in a room with one man.
どちらがお前の好みだ?
Which do you prefer? Do they keep their clothes on? Would be like her follow-up, right? Yang had an emotionless look as he judged my reaction and continued on
イタリアの
swiftly.
風土に影響されたのか。ラオ州の男たちは女好きでな。
I do like his bed though. I do like those beds that are like framed. It's fun. The Italian culture has influenced my men, so they have come to be quite fond of
お
women.
前が行けばさぞかし歓迎するだろう。何せ、誰のものでもない女は全員のものと同義だから。
They would be rather thrilled to welcome you. Their rule is that a woman who doesn't belong to anyone belongs to all of them. I wasn't naive enough to not know what he meant by welcome. He spoke in a tone as if he were seducing me and whispered into my ear.
教えてやろう、リリアーナ。
Let me show you, Liliana. He peered into my face with a cruel smirk, seeming to be toying with his prey.
この巣穴で
God.
何事もなく生き延びるのにとても簡単な道が一つだけある。
There's one simple way for you to survive in this hive without anyone troubling you. What is it?
狩猟の女になればいい。
Become their leader's woman. I appreciate this backdrop because now his hair looks more purple. It's fun.
俺のものに手を出すような命知らずはつまらんことに一人もいないからな。
Sadly, there's no one bold enough to touch anything that is mine.
お前がこの部屋で寝起きすれば俺の部下はどう思うだろうな。
If my men knew that you were sleeping in this room, what would they think?
俺はこう見えて飽きやすい。自分の部屋に女を住まわせるなど我ながら稀有な気まぐれだ。
They know I get bored easily. It'd be a rarity for me to allow a woman to live in my room day in, day out. Then the others might think that you're really taking a liking to
そ
me.
してベレーノにいる限りお前の身の安全も保証されるというわけだ。
And as long as you're in Veleno, your safety would be
お
guaranteed.
前の俺の女の機嫌を損ねれば俺に殺されかねんからな。
Because if they upset my woman, they will be killed.
安全なねぐらは嫌いか？
Do you not like a safe place to sleep?
この話を聞いてもなおこの部屋を出たいというのなら止めはしないが。
If you've heard this much and you still want to leave my room, I won't stop you. I've sensed this ever since they brought me here, but I have no choice in anything. He was too good at eliminating all other options. I would like to stay in this room.
そうか。
I see. Huh? Wait. What? I tried to resist, but he easily lifted me up and took me to his bed. Whoa. He continues to be covered in tattoos. I don't see the eagle. He sneered as he climbed on top of
俺
me.
の女になる。そうだな。
You're gonna be my woman, right? His hair was glossy and beautiful. In the dim light of the room, his hair glowed redder than blood as it fell atop my
ど
cheek.
うして驚いている？
Why are you surprised?
俺が何もせず紳士的に指をくわえて見守ってくれるとでも思ったか？
Did you think I wouldn't do anything? That I'd be a gentleman biting my fingernails while watching over you? When I looked back at his golden eyes, I felt shivers run down my spine. But
往生際が悪いぞリリアーナ。選んだのはお前だろう。
yeah, but the choice was like one or like a lot, right? However, she doesn't know thine enemy, as the saying goes. You don't know when to give up, do you, Liliana? You were the one who chose, weren't you? Oh, ugh. I don't know the right answer. I mean, this is what gaslighting looks like, right? Right? This is gaslighting? I don't plan on having that kind of relationship with you.
つまらん女だ。
You're a boring woman. I know. All I do is sleep. It's boring. I could hear the disappointment in Yang's
思
weary
ってい
sigh.
たよりも頭が悪いようだな。
You seem to be dumber than I
俺
anticipated.
を受け入れなければ、お前に待っているのは死だけだろう。
If you don't accept me, all that's left for you is death. I'll accept the fact that I have to sleep in your room. But I just met you. I don't know you. I can't just... I stared at him without looking away. I felt like he was going to swallow me whole. I was scared, but I didn't want to back down. I had no choice but to face him. There isn't an ounce of love between us. I can't give up my body to such a person.
教会の教えか。
The church's teachings. No, this has nothing to do with the church. This is how I feel. Even the kiss, it was aggravating. Just remembering what happened was upsetting. I could feel my heart racing just a little. I would only do this with the person I cared for. I have no plans of doing anything tonight.
逆らう割に怯えが隠しきれていないな。お前の瞳は震えている。
Despite putting up a fight, you're unable to hide your fear. Your eyes are quivering. To be clear, very honest in that room, she said you were intimidating. So this would still be intimidating.
それで、お前の気持ちとやらを俺が配慮してやる必要はあるのか？
Are you saying I'm supposed to be considerate of your
お
feelings?
前はもう狩られた獲物だ。いつでも好きに食い荒らせる餌に過ぎない。
You're nothing more than prey I've caught. I can feast on you anytime. That's true. You don't have to consider my feelings at all. I know that I can't expect that from him. I know that much. He looked back at my tense expression and asked in an amused
で
way.
は、どうする？
Then what will you do? I'm going to protect myself. If you're going to abuse my body, I'd rather bite off my tongue and die.
くだらん脅しだな。
What a ridiculous
教国の信者に
bluff.
とって自死は大罪。できるはずがない。
Suicide is a mortal sin for the followers of the church. There's no way you can do it. You know it well. If I kill myself, I'll lose my salvation. However, I will choose that over abusing my dignity. My voice shook. Could I really take my own life? I mean, she's like, wait a second, am I? That was my favorite line from Liliana. It's a good one. Of course, I was scared and didn't want to die. Here's the thing, right? Earlier when she rejected his kiss, he acted like he enjoyed that, so I figured rejecting him now would also kind of enjoy it, because he's like a tiger, and he's being an asshole. Of course I was scared and didn't want to die. Even I couldn't tell whether the words I spoke were a bluff, but I can't just accept this. I gave my biggest bluff as I glared into the eyes of the Laoshu leader.
まるで猫だな。
Aw, you're like a cat. Huh?
色気がないにも程がある。ずいぶん乱々とした目で見つめてくれたものだ。
You have no sex appeal whatsoever glaring at me like that. He wasn't smiling anymore. His eyes seemed hollow just a moment ago, but now he looked me directly in the
あいにく
eyes.
と女の視線には慣れていてな。
I'm not accustomed to a woman's glare. Huh?
どこの国でも女が俺を見る目は毒のように甘いか。
No matter the country, the gazes of women looking at me are all sweet as poison. That's because you're pretty on the outside. I'm gonna say that for you, just so you know. I don't know if he's ever seen himself in the mirror, because if they think that's what an eagle looks like, they're wrong.
そうでなければあからさまな恐怖で彩られているのが常だった。
If not, then they're clearly stained with
だから
fear.
そんな目で俺を睨んでくるのは女ではなく野良の猫くらいだろう。
So the only thing that would glare at me like this would not be a woman, but a stray cat. Sounds like, was it Shirashi? Oh my gosh. What's he trying to get at? I couldn't understand what he was trying to say, but as usual, he didn't wait for my response and just selfishly took action. He suddenly let me go and looked sulky. You're going to stop.
その気になりようがない。猫が相手ではな。
I'm dealing with a cat in a tiresome mood.
退屈は紛れたが問答も疲れた。お前もさっさと眠ってしまえ。
It was a mild diversion, but I've now grown weary of talking. Go to sleep quickly. Huh? Why are you pulling on me? Why are you starting to hug me?
寝ろ。
Sleep. I can't sleep like
あまり
this.
泣くな。あいにく猫の言葉は理解できん。
Stop crying so much. Unfortunately, I don't understand cat language. I wanted to say that I wasn't a cat, but I couldn't. He won't touch a cat. It seems to mean that if I were a human things would be
野
different.
良だろうがなんだろうがここは俺の部屋だ。主に従え。
Stray cat or not, this is my room. You follow the orders of your master. He said that much as he closed his eyes, wrapping me in both his arms like a pillow. Oh no, I tried to move around carefully. His arms were heavy and he held me tightly. I couldn't escape at all. Did he really just fall asleep? Am I stuck like this until morning? It was a hopeless situation in so many ways, but I guess I was lucky? They brought me to the Laoshu base, but I haven't been murdered yet. Or assaulted. I'm still alive. And in the end, he didn't touch me and left me alone. Was that his way of being kind, or was it only him acting on a whim? I knew there wasn't any kindness in his actions. I understood that very well. But there was a part of me that had a faint glimpse of hope, if only to have something to cling to. While being held in the arms of the Laoshu's leader, I endured a restless night of little sleep. But you did sleep. Hey. I feel like I would have trouble sleeping in my clothes. Perceive. Okay, we're gonna actually save here because I have to get ready for my job. But I will come back and stream a bit more tonight so that we can continue onwards. Let's save. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I might put in another what's that word again? What's that word again? Poll on the Discord to see what we should play next. I have games. I have Illusion. I really need to finish this one so I can start Illusion, and then we can do date everything. We can date all the things. I do enjoy his route so far. I mean, I like that man's voice. It's a problem for me. He's a problem for me. I enjoy listening to him speak. He's got that debonair voice, and he's not doing his creepy stuff like he did in Cupid's Parasite, so I am very happy with him right now. Oh, goodness. But thank you, Blue, for being here the whole day. Thank you, Ray. Thank you... There was... Ribbon? Yeah, Ribbon was here. I feel like we had one other person maybe say hi, but I can't recall right now. But I'll be back later to stream some more. Thank you so much. If you're watching this on YouTube, I stream on Twitch a couple times a week, and you can check me out there. We're currently playing Piofiore, Legend of Zelda, and we're going to be starting Date Everything, as well as a couple co-op games with my friends/family, which I'm going to try to stream. We're going to see how that goes. We just have to plan it more accordingly, so I'm excited for that. I will see you guys later. Bye.